Oh my fuck. What's up, everyone? Vinny is out gallivanting with some shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But who cares right now? Eric, settle down with the fucking number talk, yeah? Alright, good. Alright. Eric's over here like, there's 8 viewers! Why can't we break 20 viewers? What the fuck? Hey, dude. Shut up. Alright, what's up, Ann?
What was this point? We don't have enough viewers?
Who fucking knows?
I agree.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
What's going on, everybody?
Tell your fucking friends, Eric.
Pleasure to be here. My coffee's not as hot as I really wanted it to be.
You know what?
I pulled it with 30 seconds left. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah, great to be here. We got a lot to do tonight.
Eric, there's one easy solution, and that's tell your friends or your victims.
Oh, you wanna? We wanted to start by fucking correcting you, idiots.
Yeah, this is the first thing, folks.
Yeah, a bunch of you have been really out of line. Lately, a bunch of times.
Fucking usual.
And you're constantly talking shit, which we encourage, but we want you to more like do it to each other. I think.
Don't really talk shit to me, you fucks.
Yeah, I mean.
No. Here's something.
A bunch of you are going to end up being court-martialed.
Yeah, basically. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. You're about to face the high courts. And first and foremost, for misinformation, and this has become a hot topic. And
who was the leader of this misinformation
I
campaign?
think it was one of your siblings, to be honest.
Sounds, yeah.
And also Mr. General Johnson, who always sounds like I'm making some fucking lame porn joke.
I know.
Whenever I say that.
You need to change your name.
General Johnson. Hey, lady. General Johnson here.
We've done this before.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, Eric, shut the fuck up, Ann says. Now, Ann's rarely in here. So, thanks, Ann.
Okay, so what happened is... We were listening to that terrible show, the Flamingo and Lightning show.
And we were talking about the subject came up. A
certain word came up.
Yeah, the word spelled BIOPIC.
Yeah.
Now, we were having a discussion. Vinny said, I'm never sure how that word is pronounced. It could be biopic or it could be biopic. I said it's biopic. To be corrected several times in the chat.
Yes.
By a bunch of insubordinate fucks.
Right. He was convicted by a consensus of fools.
Yes. And so I thought maybe, hey, you know what we should do today? We should take a look at some people that actually know what the fuck they're talking about. Specifically, the British.
Okay.
Now, hold on a second, because I'm not going to do that again. See what I almost did?
What? You almost played the intro again?
Yep.
It's time. I
know it's not going to happen.
Dude, it's a fucking script.
It's not going to fucking happen. All right, so here we go. Now, let's take a look at a little video that I pulled up, which was one of many. I just chose this one. Because why not? All right, let's take a look, folks. This is going to be a lesson.
At how to pronounce this word in English, designating a biographical film or a film that dramatizes the life of a non-fictional or historically based person or people.
Now, first of all, I don't like how he said historically. Historically based.
They do that sometimes.
No,
yeah.
But you'll see, it's not his pronunciation. Onward.
How do you go about pronouncing this word? Biopic. You do want to stress on the first syllable, on the bi syllable. Biopic.
Well. Would you have
what have we here?
Yes. It appears.
It appears the lords were correct again, or at least one of them was.
So don't get too big for your britches. Just because
basically,
some of you
guys are wrong.
Named generals.
You can't speak well.
Right. And don't try to fucking correct us.
Yeah. God damn it. Even if we're wrong.
Right. I've been doing a lot of editing. We got really behind on the YouTube stuff, and I've done a ton of editing in the past week or two. By the way, visit the YouTube page,
channel,
and
yeah.
you'll see a ton of new videos. Every full episode, starting at 33, we decided that's a good, clean place to
Yeah,
do
because
it.
the Freemasons.
It was but because we want to leave us a trail of breadcrumbs back to our Masonic origins.
Yeah,
but no,
this is clearly a Masonic public or a production.
starting at episode 33, every full episode will be available on YouTube. So we're up to what is this, 40?
This is episode 40, you fucks.
So there's all kinds of shit for you guys to check out. Whatever I don't even know what the point of this was.
Oh, Andrew Critchlow, the phone line's open yet? Not for you, sir.
Yeah, you gotta take it easy with your characters and your fucking calling 8 times a show.
I love Ling, but you really you gotta know where to put those calls in rather than right in the middle of thoughts.
In fact, the phones are open for anyone but Andrew right now. So
Yeah.
you can put the number up. And you guys can join in.
Yeah, join in.
Anyone except Andrew. Just for the first hour.
Of 0, 6, 1 pi, of the word, 0 the number, 6 the word, 1 the number, pi the word.
Okay.
We made it easy for you to remember, and there you go. What the shit indeed, General Critchlow. What the shit indeed. And I believe you were involved in this insurrection on Biopic yourself, so...
Yeah.
I think you just jumped on there not even knowing how to say the word and just,
You have made a mockery of our republic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like how... Look, this is a top-down republic. This is not... There's no equality in this.
This is when we've been transparent about that the entire time.
This is Radioville, population truth.
Okay.
But also population... what else? Oppression.
Population computers that don't work.
Yeah.
Sorry, here's something I can do without my computer.
What do you got?
I was telling you guys in the last couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
That I have been attempting to join the Heaven's Gate cult. Now, they're claiming that the cult ended with a giant mass suicide back in 1997 or so. Now,
Yes.
of course, we all remember that. Do you remember
I
where
do.
you were when that happened? I actually do. It's weird.
Shit, no. I don't even know where I was. Was 97?
Yeah, 97.
Oh,
so I was like, 12, 13, something.
I might have been in Detroit.
And I was it was like that last year.
Gang banging.
It was that last year of like where you could reasonably have a sleepover and they didn't think you were all trying to drink and do drugs or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So we were having a sleepover. And I think we were huffing something that we got out of the garage, and we had a paper bag and stuff, and we had made a giant fire in the yard and got yelled at and whatever. But then we got these like lollipop guns, right? And so they would spin. They were in the shape of a gun. They were made to look like guns. And the old lollipop Baroonie would come out the end, and it would spin. So you're meant to.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
When you pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it was like.
So,
yeah, you
so
could
you're
it
meant
made
to
you
put
lick them.
It was very odd to me looking back. But anyways, when you got them in the package in the dark of a suburban neighborhood, they could kind of look like guns. So the night that the Heaven's Gate people killed themselves, me and my stupid friends were hiding in the bushes around our neighborhood, and when cars were driving by, we were jumping out with our fake guns to scare people.
Yeah.
Like just no survival instincts, just totally naive.
It's not smart.
Grew up in Downers Grove, don't understand
that somebody might actually
danger at all. But so I remember that was the night, and we were looking at the Hale-Bopp comet. I'm like, hey, look at that thing.
Yeah, the Hale-Bopp comet. I don't remember, but if it was 97, let me try to place myself sometime in history.
Okay.
So 93, I was down here. 94, I was down here. 95. Okay,
I didn't realize he was going to start with a list of
years.
Grandpa Simpson list of years.
And that was the year that I 97. I must have. I was in Detroit.
Why don't you piece that together, and I'll update people on my correspondence with the Heaven's Gate cult. All right.
And in 97, oh
Jesus Christ.
fuck.
That better not be Andrew Critchlow. Listen.
Oh, but it is.
I read this to you guys last time. I'm going to just kind of recap. I mean, just answer it. And
It's Andrew.
Oh, don't answer it. Okay. The group came to
You're
an
in
end.
the doghouse,
Here's
sir.
what they told me when I asked to join. The group came to an end in 1997. There is nothing to join, and there are no members. You can study the information for next time. I said, but the ideas are still sound. Can we not rebuild? Because this is our plan. Is we're gonna do some.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
We're gonna
to
do
get...
some early '90s Geraldo kind of journalism on the Heaven's Gate cult and what remains of them.
Among other things, actually, we have some actual journalism that's possibly going to be coming up that we're going to be doing. So stay tuned
Tom
for that.
wants to follow homeless people.
Hey, don't fucking blow. You always blow it. There's never any mystery. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
I do. I don't care if they do. I do.
All right, fine.
Don't fucking blow
Tell me
it.
it's a secret then. I didn't know that was a secret.
Everything's a secret. Anything I tell you is a secret. Always.
You're not being very even keel right now.
I'm not. I'm out of even keel mode. I'm back to fucking.
Look, can I? Let me just finish this really quick, and then we can just do it because I blew the thing already, and we'll just go straight to that, and then
do what?
The secret plan. What don't you want to tell people about it? Or
no. Not until
okay.
it's done.
I thought the whole point of it was to tell everyone right up front.
Why would we do that? Because whenever we do that, then we don't follow through.
Okay.
And then we look like assholes.
Yeah. When's the barbecue, by the way?
Exactly. So yeah, that's why I don't want to even know. But I hint at it. All right. Anyways, this is just me and Vinny fighting about idiot shit.
Listen, I'm refusing to engage. I'm just kidding. Listen,
I'll get you there.
I did not know he was planning on return. Oh shit! Sorry, I skipped one. Okay, so I said, but the ideas are still sound. Can we not rebuild? That's what I'm pretending I want to join the cult. Not until Doe returns in the future. They say.
Yeah. Which Doe was the old man.
Doe was the old man that you see with the crazy eyes.
Yeah. That looked very similar to Jay Kordich, the juice man, to me.
I don't know who that is.
He was an infomercial guy that sold the power juice or whatever the fuck. He had the long eyebrows.
Put a side by side of those people up there.
Yeah.
See, all right.
Katie.
I said I did not know he was planning on returning. This is wonderful news. I need to find out more. And then they just keep trying to get me to watch the videos, and I keep saying, "Okay, I'm watching the videos again now." Lie. I'm curious, though. Who am I conversing with? If there's no longer any group to speak of, I don't understand who is maintaining the website. Just curious. We joined the group in the beginning of 1975.
Oh, shit.
And have
these
remained,
motherfuckers are old.
Yeah, and have remained with or associated with it for 47 years. There is still no group to join. It has been over for a long time. We disseminate the information to the world. So
we're getting there.
But then, so I keep trying, and I say, okay, thanks for the information. I guess I was hoping to find other like-minded. It's just a bunch of bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, there are a few others out there, but we don't hear much from them.
Ooh.
So what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there are a few others out there. Who are they?
Yeah. Well, we need to find out. Yeah. So okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's what's the next correspondence?
They said we just study the information. No, so I have more. And I said,
okay.
Oh, that is a shame. I've been talking to them all week. I was like, that is a shame. Do you miss the days when there was an earthly group to connect to? I was too young then, but looking back, it seems so nice. And they just said, no. We study the information that is active online. So here's who people.
Heaven's Gate. All right. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where we're at so far. So give us your suggestions.
Yeah. What's the next?
What do you think we should say next to the Heaven's Gate cult?
Hey,
have you or your family members ever joined a cult? Just dial of 061 pi. That's
hey,
the word.
The fifth caller is going to be able to pick the line. It's going out to Heaven's Gate next.
Yeah. Right. Actually, that's true. That's what we're doing. The fifth caller gets to decide.
Yeah, gets to decide what we say
the
next
email I send to Heaven's Gate is. Yeah. All right. That's what we're doing.
And we'll take the idea, but we may have to curate or manicure it a little bit because we don't want to fucking drop the whole thing out.
They're not.
I know, but dude, tenacity. We'll get there. I swear to God, we will, man.
At this point, they're already getting.
All right, let me take it over.
Okay,
I'll just see if I can. I don't know. I mean, no promises.
Well, what about
obviously.
the fifth caller?
But no. Well, no.
We're just the biggest liars of all time.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the barbecue we claimed we're gonna have. It seems
mayors.
like it's just a big pain in the ass. We pretended we were gonna elect a mayor.
We are still.
It wasn't fun because no one else.
Yeah,
ran,
it was one dude that
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Listen.
all right, fifth caller.
Fifth caller decides what the next email we send to the Heaven's Gate call.
And that's cumulative over episodes because nobody calls in.
So I found out who it is though.
Who that you're talking to?
Yeah, it'll be 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah, because it's just one guy calling us over and over.
And you don't. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. So I guess this is people Mark and Sarah White, right? And it wasn't too hard to figure out. It's pretty obvious. They were the ones that were left behind to disseminate information.
Oh, okay.
When all the other I think it was like 38
Fools.
people. The only people who have ever gone to heaven, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the only people who have
Just
ever
those
actually pulled
38?
it off. Yeah. But I was wondering about the dude, Marshall Applewhite, like where he came from and shit. And so I did a whole bunch of reading on him, and it kind of made a little more sense.
This is the old man, the leader that always was on the video.
Yeah.
Doe.
Yeah, Doe. So, well, first of all, these
Yeah.
Mark and Sarah White, they like pretend to be all
Ray and me.
like mysterious, and they won't tell anyone their name and stuff. And they've started a foundation to like do everything through, and
Yeah.
it's just
It's all
it's
shady.
called Tela. I don't know how to say it.
Oh.
It's TELAH, the evolutionary level above human.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
heard that word before.
Oh,
in other
really?
contexts, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In that context,
It's
in like
probably-
the alien
is it some
sort
just,
of.
like new age word or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it. But first, I'll try and remember where I was in '97
But yeah,
because
so
that still hasn't happened.
you see, if you want, actually, you could pull up if you just look on YouTube for Marshall Applewhite or something, just so people can kind of see what he looks like, or
Sure.
wherever you get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you see dudes that are like this insane and truly do believe that they're going to go, somehow. This thing, it still never made any sense to me personally, but that they're going to like drink poison and go, yeah.
This dude looked fucking great.
That they're going to drink poison, and there he is. Just show all of those. Yeah. Just show the whole page. That's great. What a fucking collage. That's amazing.
Yeah, I should just show that page also.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah, here, I'll just full screen this whole fucking thing.
when a dude is this crazy, you wonder like, how did he ever function in life and get to this point? But it seems like, I don't know. It seems like he may not have always been nuts, because he did all kinds of shit. I've made a few
There
notes.
he
I was
is.
hoping this would be fresher in my mind, and I would just talk about it.
Marshall Applewhite.
Yeah, look at this fucking loony bin.
Let's take a couple. All right,
right,
this
so-
one.
So yeah,
Is this a sketch? Oh, somebody painted him or a print.
oh, I'm sure many people have. He's a fascinating.
I want to
man.
see this one. Man,
Worthy of.
he should not have given up that hairdo. Oh, I guess he didn't have a choice. Looks like God cut his hair for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. That he does have like a whole hat of hair going over the front. Like,
Yeah, and then there was none.
But okay, so listen.
Fine.
I was just gonna let you know about some of the stuff he actually
Yeah,
did.
go.
Though. Like he had a bachelor's in philosophy. He was a yeah. He did whatever. I'll kind of glaze over it. He did all kinds of military service. He had a master's degree in music.
Really?
And so this is kind of where so he was born to a pretty strict Presbyterian preacher, I think it was, in Texas, right, in the 30s, and had a pretty strict upbringing and all of that kind of shit, and had kind of set out to, with all the philosophy stuff, and then he was studying theology and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, and he had thought about becoming, what is it? Is the word preacher, is that what I'm thinking of? Or
Sure.
priest, or whatever the fuck? I
Be a
don't know.
pastor
Or a pastor,
or
or whatever. I don't know.
They're all the
So he
fucking
wanted to
same.
do some of that kind of shit, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously that's one of his interests. And but what ends up happening is he gets interested in music, gets a whole degree, master's in music, I think in, where was it, Colorado, goes out to New York. Now here's where he tries to become a professional gigging singer.
This is the picture I'm
Studio
keeping.
singer, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That's him young. So look, that's what I mean. Like he almost looks relatively normal at one point, right?
Well.
So he has a failed music career.
He looks like Captain Kangaroo's little brother. Nobody remembers that guy, but
Yeah,
yeah, he
I
was.
can't help you out with that.
No, Mike can.
But okay, so he has a failed music career, which is like join the club.
Yeah,
you know,
every one of
whatever.
those fucking whack jobs.
Well, almost everyone.
Oh, yeah, and
that
then anyone
that I've
yeah,
ever
yeah,
met
yeah,
does,
for sure.
And,
Yeah.
so he's got Lansdowne at the University of Alabama and ends up teaching. Now here is where it gets a little interesting because it seems that he was fired for pursuing a sexual relationship with a male student.
Ooh,
Yeah.
spicy. Suddenly got a little sugar in a tank.
And
This
this
story
is,
did.
I didn't write the years down.
damn.
I think this was in early 70s, say, something like that. So
Got
we're
a
not
little
talking,
hot and sweet.
what does that mean?
This story.
This story creeping me out. But no, so he has a relationship with one of his students. He gets fired, leads to a divorce. He was married to like a nice lady and everything at this time.
Oh.
Leads to a divorce.
She probably wasn't nice.
No, she was probably another nutcase.
Yeah, she's married to.
You know what?
She's married to
The whole thing.
Applewhite.
The whole thing was probably her fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it squarely in her fucking court.
But so anyways, right? His father disowns him at this point. Now this is
How old is he? He's married? Who gives a fuck? Why would you?
well because I mean it's not like he kicked him out of the house. I'm saying.
Oh
But
yeah,
like
he's just like I don't want anything to do with you.
I like your response. Like, well, gives a shit if your father disowns you. I don't fucking need that guy.
I don't want to talk to you, Dad.
Yeah. So he ends up in a big depression. Pretty much ends up ruined. Somehow lands at the music department in Houston. Ends up with another job. Apparently, he's pretty well liked around
Banging
there.
boys.
And then, well, it's widely speculated that because he apparently got real weird at the end, and then just like took off and left town and ran off to like New Mexico to run a deli. And that's not even something I made up. That's actually what he did. And I know it just sounds like a thing I would just say, but it was true. So yeah, so he there was rumors about another relationship with a male student. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Nobody's quite sure. Goes and runs a fucking deli in New Mexico. And decides after a year of doing that he needs to get back to his family, his parents, all of that, and wants to kind of repair his relationship with his dad. And anyways, so he goes back to Texas to his hometown.
And this is, I'm using the narration to picture. This is his life is being shattered right now.
Right? Yeah. This is
where he had his psychotic.
You know
split.
what? That's how he felt inside. Probably,
yeah, right now when he was in New
when you
Mexico
think
running
about
that
it.
deli.
Yeah.
He was lost. He felt like multiple.
Inside us all is three Marshall Applewhites.
Or three.
Yeah.
There are 3 white eyes in each one of us.
So, all right, hold on. So, because I just want to get through this before because I hate kind of just reading off of this, but anyways, whatever. He let's see. He went. So he goes back to rekindle his relationship with his parents, his family, whatever, blah blah blah, hoping because he had lived as an openly gay man now for a while and done all this stuff, and his dad was like, "Fuck you," so now he's gonna go back and try to convince him. And
you hate to see it.
Yeah, well, it was Texas in the fucking his dad
70s.
was born in like 1905, probably. Yeah. So what do you expect?
Yeah, I wonder what they called him then.
Oh boy. Yeah, it wasn't homosexual.
I know. I don't even think it was gay or any of the classics.
They said gay then for that.
No, I don't even think it was the.
Otherwise, it wouldn't have been in so many like songs and stuff. Like I don't know. What did they say?
I don't know.
Look that up. All right, somebody start putting 1800s and early 1900s gay slurs in the chat, please.
Yeah. I don't think those will even be caught by an algorithm. So
no, we can do that. We can do that all day. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is for research purposes. Facebook, chill out.
And I'm not kidding. Do that. I want to see. All right. So he gets back there, and shortly after he gets there, his father dies.
Oh,
tragically,
Jesus.
Right?
Banging a pig.
He went out doing what he loved. Yeah, but so he ends up now in like complete financial and mental ruin. Ends up in a psychiatric hospital.
Oh, okay.
Now that's where he meets
the
lady.
Comes in.
So the lady that he ended up starting the cult with, her name is T. Now get this.
T?
Well, that's what they called her because he's Do and she's T. Do, T, La, something. Probably.
Do, re, mi, fa.
I think it has something to do with that.
They just fucked it up.
I don't know. I can't remember everything I've read about these people, but because it's all total insanity. It's
this already sounds
it's hard to make it stick.
Very
kind
difficult.
of, yeah. So, anyways, her real name's Bonnie Nettles. Okay, that's her name.
Well, I would have been called T also.
He's a fucking psycho locked away in this place, and she is a nurse. All right. Did you know that?
She's a nurse?
Yeah.
I did not.
So he pulls off the fucking mental patient nurse
That's hot.
relationship. I mean, that's nearly impossible, don't you think?
I mean, for him, for sure.
I mean, just in turn. Well, I'm sure it happens the other way. I'm taking male patient.
Oh yeah, if it's a
to
female
nurse,
patient, that's
they're getting fucked.
You got to
all the
watch
time.
your back.
Yeah.
Anyways, if there's male nurses around,
I know.
you gotta
not want to be in there.
No.
So
I've never trusted
we're
nurses.
saying this and laughing, like, but what I'm saying is it's easy for the female patient to get the guy.
It's easy for a female to get any guy. Guys are idiots and desperate.
The other way
and
around.
All they want to do is fuck. Yeah, I know what you're saying, though.
It's anyways, he pulls that off somehow.
That's a tough one.
And then they start bumming around trying to start this cult and shit, right? So they're.
So did they believe it?
I don't know. So it's kind of unclear when I'm reading exactly how they formulated their thoughts and texts and whatever, but all we really know for sure, I think. I mean, somebody else might know more about this. For sure they do. But
nope.
But I'm going with what I got here. So I'm going with what I read at work the other day, and and so they're basically just combining a bunch of kind of Old Testament stuff with UFO and New Age kind of ideas, and kind of just coming up with their own fire and brimstone sort of story, is the whole idea, which is
much like L. Ron Hubbard.
It's kind of
sci-fi-ish.
I don't know if they had the same sort of controlling and I guess they did make everyone kill themselves.
Yeah, that's
pretty.
I mean, it's like the epitome of controlling. I think is like, hey, you gotta kill yourself. You're gonna have to kill yourself.
Downright inconsiderate. Really,
it really
is.
It's disrespectful.
But no, so they start bumming around, right? They're having trouble. They pick up one or two people, whatever.
Yeah.
A couple of whack jobs, and they're kind of just hanging out, talking about their ideas, and just being nuts in a room somewhere. That's kind of and
in the time
and
of
pulling
acid.
scams and stuff. And eventually, he ends up going to prison for just renting a car and just never returning it, and just driving it around.
You can't do
forever.
that.
So
fuck.
They end up catching him after a few months or whatever, and he ends up going to prison. Now this is where he fucking learns from the con men in prison. They think is where he honed this skill, because he had all the like theological bullshit ready to go, and he was trying to, formulate his strategy to actually
form the cult,
rope people in. So he went to prison for I think
that's where you learn
a year or two,
manipulation.
Whatever. I forget how long he was in there, but 6 months to a year and a half, something like that, I think. And he's in there, learns the whole con techniques and blah, blah, blah. Then they go out, they start traveling the West Coast, like Oregon, California, finding a bunch of fucking weirdos. Then it starts picking up. And then once you have like 10 people, it's a lot easier to get one more.
Oh, yeah,
once they see
it's social proof.
Yeah, so now the plan, for some reason, and everybody knows, I mean, whatever, we don't have to talk about them forever, but there's some of them were actually castrated.
They had to cut their balls off.
Well, so he had, here's what I think, and I'm sure I'm not the first one to come to this conclusion, but because of his...
You might be.
His, like, confusing and painful sexual life...
Yeah, he was just mad at his nuts.
He was just mad at sex, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just like, it's fucking no good.
Yeah, we're not doing it. Not in this cult.
Nobody should do it. It is one of the rare cults where I haven't seen anything about like, but he says that, but he's secretly fucking everyone. I mean,
well, he seemed to have a predilection for the boys.
Yeah. So,
but then he got this nurse, and now he's gallivanting around the countryside, fucking starting a cult with a nurse, a female.
Right.
So apparently he really just didn't have a preference. He just liked to fuck.
I think he pretty much would just be around anyone who would be around
him.
by the time he was at this place.
No, not at this point. Look at this, man. Now this is a day I could see if it's at this time. I'd follow that guy.
I'd follow him to the ends of the earth.
Ends of the galaxy.
To the ends of the comet and beyond.
The cosmos.
Man, what if they
Also, I'd probably cut off one nut.
And by the way, if you're going to heaven, why is there like a UFO involved? Is it taking you there?
Yeah, is heaven a different planet? Like is that the idea?
So I did watch don't worry about this too much, but I did watch a lot of their videos.
And now you're believing them.
Well, when I was emailing back and forth, they kept telling me to do that. So I'm like, all right, fine. So eventually I did watch. He's
gotten roped into the cult.
I wasn't like believing it.
Sure.
I was enjoying it. I was so he does talk a lot about how heaven is an actual physical place. So they do believe that.
Oh, I'm
so
sure
I guess
he
the UFO does take you there now that I think about it. And yeah, the answers were in my mind all along because I have been watching a lot of this. That was another thing I thought about. Like, should we watch some of the videos on the show?
Bonnie Nettles.
Yeah. But it's honestly, I mean, you could pull them, but it's like they're slow, they're droning. It's just it's for fucking 10 hours, just the same kind of just nonsensical
Oh, the
flow.
videos? Yeah, I believe that.
I mean, so you guys can check them out for yourself. I didn't think it would really work on the show, but But anyways, okay. So he gets out of prison. They, they start getting all their followers. Blah blah blah. The rest is history.
Yeah.
38 people end up dead wearing fucking
with their balls cut off and
hoods over their heads and shit. And
didn't they have? That was the one with the Nikes, right?
Yeah, they were all wearing the same shoes.
Purple Nikes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess this is just a thing we decided in 2022 we needed to talk about the Heaven's Gate cult for like 5 episodes in a row.
Dude, I'm still trying to get in there, man. Fifth caller. Hey, fifth caller, call him up, dial him up, and the fifth caller is going to tell us what our next correspondence with the Heaven's Gate cult is going to be. So,
yeah, or you can put your suggestions in the chat or whatever. Let me see. Did people put old-timey...
I think somebody said light in the loafers. No. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the judges. I want to ding 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 because the judges will accept that apparently.
Let's see.
Of 061
yeah, I don't see any other ones. But whatever. Okay, so that's your update on the Heaven's Gate cult. And that's why that guy's weird is because everybody was yelling at him and he's, gets fired for having sex with people and I think he went nuts. It would, back then too. Like it was pretty much ruined. His life was pretty much ruined, and he was like,
yeah, by doing what though? Which part?
When he got fired, he was in Alabama and he got fired for fucking his student.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, don't do that.
Right, it's unethical.
It's not. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I have a little thing that I don't know if you knew this, but
You're going to show me something cool?
Well, it's not all that cool. Let me get rid of this.
That's cool.
You know what? I'm going to keep Marshall Applewhite up there in case we want to just flick back to a nice picture of. But here's an article. Let me get down here. So this is something I didn't know. Now, this is another outdated...
Have I seen this or no?
Oh. This is another outdated story.
Earnest reaction
Yeah, this is an
time.
earnest reaction by Vinny and you super spreaders. So
stare up at the monitor. Let's go.
Vatican City raises age of consent for sex from 12 to 18 following scandals. Now, this was only a handful of years ago.
Super spreaders will note that I exhibited zero reaction because I was not surprised.
Yeah, Vatican City equal age of consent is being raised from 12 fucking years old to 18 following the announcement of an overhaul of the Catholic Church's criminal code by Pope Francis. Now, this was back. The reason okay, first of all, hey, whatever fucking site this is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Knock it off with this.
I don't even see a way to get rid of that.
Yeah, where am I? What is this?
I don't know. And what is that even for?
Yeah.
Floors?
Find a location for ducks.
Yeah.
Floors for life. How about fuck you? Dude, I want to harass this company now for the rest of while we're doing this show.
Okay. That's a call to action, super spreaders.
That is, man. Fuck this ducks.
Everybody order $1 million of floors and then cancel
under someone else's name
after they already order all the flooring.
Yeah,
stuff.
Under the new rules, sex with a person under the age of 18, prostitution, or possession of child pornography will be punished with up to 12 years in prison. Previously, such crimes would have been punished with a maximum sentence of 3 to 10 years. I don't give a shit about any of this. Why was the sexual consent age in the... Because here's the fucking weird thing that this is my thing.
You don't know why?
I guess I do.
Yeah.
But no, why would you have it on the books?
How is it so obvious? When you could get away with it anyways.
Yeah, like they're doing it in Boston and fucking, Chicago. That's not so.
Isn't the age of consent like low in Italy in general too?
I think Europe is like 6 in looking at this, I think it was like comparing it to other European cities. And personally, I don't give a fuck because I'm not going over there to troll for minors. So really, but 12 years old, I don't care where the fuck you're at. That's like low for like Alabama in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my question is, this is its own country.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
The Vatican City is like its own, like DC. You know what I mean? That's its own republic, or what is it called?
Yeah, no.
What are those called? Yeah,
yeah, I forget exactly.
Super spreaders. Let us know what those are.
I can look
called,
it up. I think my computer's starting to work. Yeah, I forget how exactly it works or how they're governed, but I know that
but they're inside of Rome, the city of Rome.
The criticism since like 750 AD has been that there's like no fucking checks and balances or oversight,
Yeah, I was watching. So where I found this out, I was watching an episode of Rogan, and it came up by somebody talked about it, and what Rogan says is he goes, yeah, I was just in Italy. He's like, that's the weirdest place. He's like, the Vatican is just a city or a country inside of a city, but it all just is just filled with pedophiles and stolen art. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what that is.
Yeah. All right. Here's what this says. Vatican City. No, it is. It's the creepiest place ever. It's fucking.
I've actually heard that from most people that have gone there.
I used to look at all the time when I was in my real like just stay at home all the time and scare yourself on the internet phase. I used to just
fun.
Comb through pictures of the Vatican. There's a ton of creepy stuff. If you just type in, just creepy Vatican statues, whatever the fuck.
Take a look at them.
Yeah, take a look at something that while I inform everyone, because this is a pretty smart show. Vatican City, a city-state surrounded by Rome, Italy, so it's called a city-state. That's what we couldn't think of. Is the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church, blah, blah, blah. Why am I telling you the basics?
Yeah.
It houses ancient Roman sculptures, such as the famed...
Well, come on, sound it out.
Okay, Laocoon. Laocoon.
Well, that seems to be it.
And his sons, as well as his Renaissance frescoes in whatever. This is like, I was hoping it would kind of give you like a little overview of founded February 11th, 1929.
That's when the Vatican or Vatican City?
Vatican City. I guess that's when
Oh, yeah. I guess Rome was at one point just the whole
no,
fucking
the
thing
Vatican has been around for a long
time. Yeah, but I'm saying it was
like
just part of Rome,
years.
probably. That was probably when it was made, separate. Like DC was probably. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
you know
what
I'm saying. DC wasn't.
They made it
always
official. Like,
yeah.
A lot of bad press here, and apparently there's this. These courts are starting to really want to have a lot to do with us.
Yeah.
Let's just put a protective barrier around this place so we can still have sex with children for decades to come.
Yes. Okay. They're saying ew out loud to that. Province, city, state. Yes, it is a city, state. Brooke.
That's what. Yeah. Said that.
I rebuke this in the name of Jesus, David Box says. Tony, Vatican City is its own district, just like Washington, D.C., and Joel Collins District of Columbia. That doesn't make any sense, Joel.
Poor Joel.
Blah, I know. Sorry. Poor Joel just got shit on for no reason. Hey, Joel. Hey, Joel.
Am I just thinking of the Vatican Church is the thing that's really old? No. What is going on here? Is this a fucking...
psyop?
Yeah, dude. Like, what is happening here? Okay.
Nobody knows,
Vatican's
man.
history as the
Nobody
seat
knows.
of the Catholic Church. Oh, here we go. Okay, all right. Here we go.
Here, now we got it.
Now you're going to fucking hear it. Check it out. Vatican's history as the seat of the Catholic Church began with the construction of a basilica over St. Peter's grave in Rome in the 4th century AD. There you go. Now that's the real shit.
Basilica.
The area developed into a popular pilgrimage site and commercial district. So maybe it wasn't like did they not have a lot of power there until much later, I guess? I don't know. Whatever. We should. Next time we'll read about the things we're going to talk about. But,
why?
yeah.
We're all discovering things together.
I know.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, so regardless, they just they raised their sexual consent age from 12. That was my point on that.
Yeah,
it seems a little on the nose, first of all.
How did we not know that too? Why did no one ever bring that up?
Yeah, how was that because obviously this was another thing that I heard somebody speaking about at one point, like why is it now? Obviously, the attention that we all wanted, and we thought that the story deserved of Jeffrey Epstein and his island and all that, the whole pedophile ring. Because when that happened, they really did glaze over all. We already saw the one leaked video of the anchor woman at like MSNBC or CNN or whatever it was, saying like, "Oh, we had that story years ago. We have all kinds of, you know what I mean?" They had sort of evidence, and they were like, "I was told I had to kill it because we wanted access."
Many times,
yeah, like we wouldn't have access to the royal family. We wouldn't have interviews with blah blah blah. And she said it. She thought the mics were off and they were hot. So we all saw that. So we know that, but they really glazed over it once it was forcibly put in front of people where they could no longer deny it. They always used words. They always framed it in a certain way where it was like, 17-year-old. It was no. I watched the interviews of those fucking 17-year-olds that came. What they were saying is there were a couple people in France, in London. Yeah, in Paris and London, there was a guy that owned a modeling agency that he would request 11 and 12-year-old girls to have sex with regularly whenever he was in these respective cities. And he had another person, and then these girls were made to go out and solicit other way underage.
That's how it works. They get they get the kids to lure.
They get a couple 16, 17-year-olds, so it doesn't look fucking that weird that they're traveling with them.
Right.
I mean, obviously it still does if there's a fucking. But anyways, yeah. So, but the attention that we all thought that should have gotten. Why doesn't anyone still talk about the Catholic Church is the real, they're just a pedophile hub.
I have thought for fucking many years that it's fucking crazy that anybody.
It doesn't make any sense.
Still has anything to do with it as an organization. But that's just when you're that deeply ingrained in that many countries and cultures and shit. I guess it's pretty hard to totally rub something out, like that. But and there's always going to be people. Yeah, there's always. Didn't even need any adjustment there.
No.
But no, there's always going to be people who are like, well, that didn't happen here.
Yeah, well, that's an isolated incident. It's
not really.
It's like a million isolated incidents.
Yeah.
So they're not isolated anymore.
And at high levels of the organization, how many times do they need to be obviously complicit in hiding or covering up, moving them around and shit? It's like,
ooh.
Yeah, I mean, how? I don't know. It is fucking insane that it is, it represents still such a large portion of society. I mean, I don't think
there's probably Roman Catholics in here. In fact, I see 2 of them.
Oh, you fucking idiots!
Yeah,
the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
yeah.
But actually, also don't. We don't want our numbers to go down.
No. The algorithm is sensitive.
Yeah. Lord algorithm.
No,
is watching.
I just don't understand how anybody could take it seriously. Or I don't get it. I've thought that was insane for years.
All right, I want to point something out, and yes, I agree with you totally. Yeah. So that was odd that it was that the age of sexual consent in the Vatican up till very recently was 12 years old. And but now this is so Joel, we admonished him for being off in his response earlier. And then he just said, talking about Washington, D.C., sorry, dudes, I'm going to go get stoned. And then in the peace fingers. And then General Johnson says, keep up with the whole conversation, ! Now that's what we want to see. Now that's the sort of discourse we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Fucking infighting, yelling at each other.
Let's see. Brooke says it's everywhere. She's talking about the Catholic pedophilia, I think. It's everywhere, even in my little town. I was actually laid off my job at the Catholic diocese in 2014 because they were bankrupted by sexual abuse lawsuits.
Wait, you worked for the Catholic diocese?
Yeah, call us about that. That's cool.
Fuck? Yeah.
What? Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you?
What?
Assuming we're moving on, but
yeah.
No. We got in trouble with the police the other night.
Oh yeah?
Almost. We didn't actually get arrested, okay. But just I don't know, for some reason. So me and a couple other people, I have a disc golf basket that's like portable.
Sure.
You can bring around.
I've seen them.
And I would just really thought that this was fine. I don't know why, but we just take a whole bunch of liquor and booze. We all eat.
Just go in like the parking lot or something.
No, we went to the park.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds
after hours.
Like it should be fine.
I think I can be excused for thinking that there's a bit of a lawless environment around this place, considering that there's like fucking 17 homeless people sleeping on the stage in the band shell, and like people all over the fucking picnic tables
doing drugs
and laying around and stuff and whatever. So I'm like, well, you know what? I don't know. I don't have a yard. I can go to the park and have some drinks and play disc golf at it was like 1 a.m.
Sure.
And
why not?
There's no housed people sleeping around here.
Yeah.
But apparently
at least I'm housed.
Apparently the chains of a disc golf basket at like 1:30 in the morning are pretty fucking loud. So we're starting. We ate a bunch of not like a lot, but we ate some of the penis envy mushrooms, right?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Which are the insane ones.
Yeah.
So it's
the last time I did that, I didn't have a ceiling fan anymore.
Yeah, that was the famous incident. Yeah, it's still not the best fan I've ever seen. But no, so we're just getting to the point where like we're starting to like not even want to throw discs anymore because we're like as you're starting to like settle in, you're starting to trip pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And who do I see? Just fucking, he did the sneak move. Must have parked like over on the street.
Oh, was it a cop?
See him. Yeah,
oh,
dude. Before we even knew he was there, he's fucking 15 feet away, and I was like,
you didn't feel him on the shrooms?
Shit, like brace up, like
yeah. Act normal.
So we're like tripping, but not so insanely that you can't do it, So
yeah.
So we're so I look up and he's right on top of us. I'm like, son of a bitch, and you know, a couple of my buddies got like a big pocket full of mushrooms. We got booze everywhere, weed, everything. You know how it is.
Yeah.
And we're making fucking cigarettes. We got the cigarette making machine and the tube
Ka-ching.
and the tobacco. We just look like complete idiots with all our frisbees laying around us and stuff.
Yeah.
And he walks up. He's like, and I don't know. I did the thing that like talk about like where you kind of not. It's like with when a bad dog comes up. You know what I mean? You gotta have a certain energy for it. And I'm like, oh, hey, man.
Like this, fuck you want.
No, not like that.
Kidding.
But you just have to have a confident energy, you know? So I'm like, oh, hey, dude, what's up? Yeah, I guess this is kind of ridiculous, whatever. That kind of attitude. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, it's 2 a.m. There's an apartment building right there. Houses across the street. We're getting a bunch of calls that there's a bunch of people.
You're like, oh, you should go tell them to shut up.
Yeah, they're probably annoying.
Yeah,
huh?
fuck them, right? Yeah, am I right?
He's like, I heard it from like a block and a half away. The chains of this thing, and I was like, yeah, you know what? And I remember saying this. I was like, I was actually kind of wondering how we were getting away with this for so long. He's like, well, you're not. There's a bunch of people calling the station and stuff. We're like, and then he looks at the ground and he goes, and are you guys just drinking in the park? We're like, yeah,
kind of. You got us.
I was like, well, we don't have a yard. It's like, you know, I live across the street. It kind of seems like my yard. He's like, all right, Jesus Christ. He's like, listen, I got to do something, or not. You know, he's like, I'm gonna try to get you guys like just pack your shit up, whatever.
Yeah.
He ran our IDs and stuff, of course. And that time I didn't even have a choice. I'm like, I better just give it to him.
Yeah.
Like, so I gave it to him, and everybody was clean. And you know what I mean? And with the people I was with too, it was we were like, oh,
wow.
which one of us is going, you know?
Yeah.
But so he runs the IDs, whatever, we're all fine. He's like, all right, listen, there's all those people in that apartment building are probably looking out the window at me talking to you right now.
Yeah, so
like,
they probably
if you
think
guys don't actually leave,
now it's
then I'm gonna look like a fucking asshole here. So like, can you please just take this shit somewhere else, whatever? Yeah. We're like, yeah, dude, that's cool.
We'll go into their fucking building.
But it was funny, like somehow, I don't know, I'm on a good run right now of having no searches, no whatever.
Nice.
It's like, I think I've learned the right attitude. You just don't be nervous.
A complete asshole, but you got to be on the same level with them. You got to just be like friends.
Right. Yeah. You just like, what's
like,
up?
Yeah,
what's
dude.
Up, dude?
I know.
Fucking,
I figured it was probably, but I didn't really know. But yeah,
that was exactly the
cool,
move,
man.
Yeah.
As long as if you're saying that, we'll just take it home. That's fine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's kind of the only time I'm not able to do that is if I'm fucking blacked out. Then I'm like, fuck do you think you are?
Feeling indignant.
Fuck you. Yeah. I get a little
Well, if you're already arrested, if I'm already arrested,
well, then
that's when I go nuts. Yeah. And I just start. You know, a person who's been arrested a lot by how they behave in the police station. Like you see somebody arrested for like, you ever been in the police station with somebody that was just being arrested for their first time and they're just
they're meek.
Yes sir, no sir.
You come in like, whoa! I just fucking hit the fucking
just like calling them all horrible names and shit, and just like refusing.
Fuck this! I'm not fucking.
Like where do you
loosen my cuffs?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
dude, you're digging into my fucking wrists.
Right. Yeah. It does turn you into like an animal in that situation. Oh, yeah. Once you get
kicking
used to
the fucking walls, kicking the doors and shit.
I don't know what I would be like now because it's been a long time.
Yeah, I don't even give a fuck at this point. I'm like, what am I going for? A fucking ticket? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll go bond out and get the fuck out of here.
How long has it been? I wonder how long it's been since I've been arrested. Do you want to answer that question for yourself?
I think it's probably been like 4 years, maybe.
Well, they got mine like 5 or 6.
Yeah, maybe 6. It might be because it wasn't since I've lived in this place. I think,
which is a great feeling.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I think I went 15 years, man. Wait, let me think.
Did you? I don't think I've ever gone 15 fucking years.
No, not without getting arrested. What I'm saying is,
with getting arrested every year.
With fucking overlapping cases. Dude, I had like a curse of like every time my
You're almost ready to get
every time the bullshit was almost over, something would fucking happen, or I'd have 2 months where I would be off probation. or something,
and then you're like, bang,
boom, back on, and whatever, and like get arrested and fucking usually. Drunk as fuck and like wake up like, oh no.
I know, dude, that's the worst. Anyone who hasn't been, I mean, I'm sure most of the people that are in here right now have been arrested, but the worst thing is you're usually drunk. So when you're waking up, you're not dreaming, or I mean, sometimes you are, but it's like it's a heavy sleep, once you're sleeping in there, it's like you're
you
fucking
go to
passed
sleep in
the
a
fuck
you
out.
go to sleep in a special way because you know
because you
somewhere
block
in your
everything
brain,
out. Yeah, your brain like
you know it's your last
shuts it off.
It's your last piece for a while.
Yes,
and you're like,
and so, but it's always also it's freezing in there.
Oh, it's horrible.
Every fucking time it's freezing. You're on either concrete or metal slab.
Yeah.
Or worse, sometimes like if there's more people in there, you're like got to fucking curl up in a fucking corner.
The
or some
best,
shit
the best
whatever.
thing there will ever be is like a really thin, like a really used out, like old mat kind of thing. You know
I've
what
never
I mean?
even had one of those.
They're just like
I know what you're talking
those
about,
things
like
that
in
roll
jail.
out. Yeah, but it's barely. But it's like laying on maybe like a blanket. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's nothing.
But yeah, so then you're unconscious, and then as soon as you're coming out of like this blissful sleep, you know, you're just sleeping. You don't know anymore. And then all of the sudden, your brain starts getting these cues from your body. You're like, wait a minute, it's fucking
this
cold
is
in my
not
room.
comfortable, yeah.
Wait a second,
What's
why
going
is
on?
my bed so fucking hard? What? Oh god, this is metal.
Why is there a bunch of morons?
Yeah,
yelling?
all of a sudden you're like,
yeah.
oh Jesus
Fuck.
Christ, because now you're fucking sober and hungover.
Yeah.
And now you're in fucking jail, and now you got to deal with it.
Oh my god, I know. And for
The fucking worst. I hate it.
from the time that I was 16, say 15, 16, till I was maybe 26, so 27ish, I had just overlapping cases of all shit that wasn't serious enough
it was
to
all-
like get
yeah.
locked up for. But it would always be the thing of like, all right, you've been here this how many times? Next
Yeah.
time you're going
Yeah.
away, and you're like, and then the next time you get like a good lawyer and you come in a suit and like, hey, I'm actually a good guy, and they're like, all right.
I remember the first time we were taken in by the cops. Right, it was me and my two little brothers, and fucking our middle brother Adam was on crutches. He had busted his foot doing a handstand in the basement, fell over and busted his foot. And actually, side note, my mom didn't take him to the hospital for like 2 days because she was like, it's not broken. And then she brought it in.
They
and
did
it was
that to
broken.
me back then
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a broken hand for like 3 days,
Yeah.
walking around like an idiot. They're
Yeah.
like, "All right, if it still hurts tomorrow,
All right, then we'll take you in." Yeah, so he's on crutches, and we were kind of new down here. We would just moved back from Wisconsin, right? And Luke was born in Wisconsin, so he was like, I don't even know if he was in kindergarten yet. So we're just out like you would do in the 80s. You just leave your house and just go wherever the fuck you're going. You have no plan, you know. So we're just walking around and we find the prairie path. We didn't know what the hell this was. So we're like, cool, let's fucking take this thing. And I must have been probably 10.
Cool,
Adam
a
was like
tiny
7.
road.
Yeah, and then Luke was like 5.
Okay.
And so we're going, we're wandering down the prairie path. Well, we get to 83 where it goes over 83, Route 83, which is a busy fucking road, 6-lane.
And for our international audience.
Yeah,
I
for
was
our
getting,
international.
Did you feel me getting uncomfortable? I'm like, he's not explaining
Yeah,
enough. What if someone? What if someone?
What if
new is
somebody
here?
in Singapore?
Yeah.
But yeah. So then we're walking over that, and I'm like, and so I stop. I think it was me. I would put money on it if I were to have to, but I'm like, hold on a second, and I pick up a rock and I fucking throw it down over the street while cars are, you know what I mean? And I'm
That's
like,
just your
yes.
first instinct. And
That's my first instinct,
dude. And I think everyone does that at some point.
Yeah.
where you just don't think something and you do something
Yeah.
crazily dangerous.
we were kind of mischievous.
Yeah,
I
but
don't want to say
think
malicious.
about the fact that you could really like kill somebody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
So then we start throwing rocks down there, trying to time it so it's going to hit a car. Like you see him coming this way, and you're like, ah. And fucking dude, I grabbed the big one, and I fucking launch it.
It always,
And fucking it nails right into the windshield of a fucking vet.
Get out of here.
Boom! Yeah, I swear to God.
How do
fucking
you know he was in the military?
Corvette, folks. So then I see him, but he fucking brakes fast as shit, like fucking screeches to a halt. And then he fucking drives up. There was an access ramp from 83 to come up there for cops. He comes up, calls the cops, and like holds us there. And so now the fucking Villa Park police come there. I blamed it all on Luke because he was only 5.
Oh yeah, sorry, he's an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't know. He doesn't really. Meanwhile, he's like he knows what the fuck's going on, so he's gonna be the patsy because he understands.
Oh, you had him agree to it?
Oh well, he just doesn't have a choice. He's the littlest brother. So
That's true. See, I was the
what are you gonna
oldest.
do?
I don't
Yeah.
know what that's like.
You
I
know,
was the boss.
yeah, you don't get to. So, but he does it. So then this guy gets us in the fucking police car and takes us to the police station, right? So then he calls our mom, and our mom's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, are you serious? We've been down here maybe, you know what I mean? I don't even think we'd had gone to school yet, and we're already at the fucking police station. But on the way there, dude, this cop is like, now he's got us back there, but we're just like 3 little kids, you know what I mean? And we're like geeking out, like being idiots or something. Not like being too silly, but like we weren't So he's like
bored eventually.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, these kids are kind of. So he's like, hey, check this out. And he goes up, and there's like some chicks at the ice cream thing getting ice cream, and he's like, hey, ladies, hot day out or whatever, huh? Woo! Like doing that shit on the way to the fucking station, and we're like, yeah. By the time we got there, we were like friends with the cop. We're like,
well, of course.
He's like, you get to, your mom will be here. It's not a big deal, guys. You know, accidents happen. The insurance will cover that. And we're just like, yeah, okay, cool. And then as soon as we left there, we were like out of innocence mode. Like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, holy shit, dude, we almost got fucking arrested.
Coming up with a plan to kill the cop and shit. Like, remember when you were kids and you would? Did you guys ever have murder plots? Like, I remember
when I was a kid,
2 of my friends got wanted to kill one of their teachers, and it was a guy at our junior high, and it got like kind of serious at one point where I think they were gathering the money to like pay some guy who had
that's the step right before you get arrested for conspiracy.
I forget how it all fell apart. I think some guy might have just taken their money and been like, you guys are idiots, I'm keeping your money.
Oh, guess who it is?
All right,
we'll take it just because we got a break coming up. We're at an hour right now. Hello.
Here, you talk to him.
You are on with Tom and Vinny. What is going on?
Oh, yes. Hello, gentlemen. This is mayoral candidate and 2-star general calling in, Andrew Critchlow.
Hello, Andrew. Now, did you say veneral or genital?
I definitely said general.
Oh, I
you
thought
might want to clear your ears out, Vinny. Or, goddamn it, Tom. You might have too much construction
brains
material
in there.
Anyway, real quick, I just want to tell Vinny that he might want to watch the talk about what he just said talk.
What did I say?
Oh, is it still happening?
What did I say?
They're still trying to collect the money. They're not done with the plot.
I don't even. I'm sorry. I was distracted. I don't even know what we're talking about.
You don't remember what you were just saying? That you had some friends that were planning on.
Oh yeah,
they were planning involved.
Okay, well we were like.
All right, I gotta keep you 2 befuddled old men in line.
Oh, he said old again.
He's
older than both of us.
Yeah. This is why you need to vote for me, Andrew Critchlow.
All right, shut up.
All right, Mr. Monocle.
He's
Yeah. I'll fucking monocle your butthole.
Why is he still here? All right, get out of here.
All right, bye, Andrew.
No, we were 13. Okay, it wasn't real. I don't think. I was always confused about that because I would ask them in later years, like, were you guys really gonna kill that guy?
It's like in my head, I was.
And they were like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think they never really said.
Well, I've had plans like that where it's like at the beginning it's real, and once it gets down to the wire, then your brain starts going, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Can I do this? Like then you start really, but the intent is actually real at the beginning. And I'm not saying that I've ever had any sort of conspiracy to do anyone harm or commit any sort of felonious acts. But if I had, it was always at the later stages where my brain would kick in and be like, okay, wait a second, dude. Let's weigh the fucking consequences and the benefits. And usually it's like, okay, even if this goes perfectly, this is not probably worth it. You know what I mean? All that guy did is tell me to fuck off once. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I don't need to burn his family alive.
It's
fine.
That's why one reason I'm glad I quit doing coke because man, the amount of times like somebody would slightly disrespect me and I would like think about it later and be like, you know what? And you just sit there for the next like 3 hours designing a whole fucking murder plot.
Just fucking
until finally
fuming.
you do like eventually you just are like, what the fuck am I doing? And you kind of snap out of it. But like I don't know. For me, it becomes like an addictive almost feeling of just
it's a
rage.
compulsion.
You're just like,
there's like a compulsion.
I just like imagining murder. Like I don't know.
And who doesn't? You know what I mean? Super spreaders. All right, Connie says Andrew for mayor. How dare you? But also okay. Never been a guest at the system like you explain. I had a broken finger for almost a week before anyone started taking it seriously.
Oh, who was that? Was that my sister?
Yes, that was.
That
JT,
sounds like our
worst
family.
for me is while I had an impacted wisdom tooth and no painkillers. Andrew and his monocle don't have my vote, Tony says. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Actually, we didn't get to anything we got to a couple things, but we got a ton of shit.
We should just start
we'll
slamming through some shit when we get back. But no, I didn't have my computer most of the time.
This is all technical. We need to talk to the fucking network, really.
I finally have everything, but I think it's going to actually be fine now. So we're in business. We're good.
We are. We're back, baby. All right. We're going to go take a quick break.
Give us just a moment.
the audience below. Thanks for bringing your whole damn soul out to the show, man. Here's a program. We crash head on into a dead dawn, birthed by a homestead spawn. Be careful which land you rest on, but just be careful not to stand directly on top of headstones. I don't know why it's important, but almost everybody says so. So I gotta get up and remind them there's no dead ghosts. The only good bindings are the ones you got on your bed.
So we're back, but now we're not in focus.
Nope.
Oh, in the world.
We sure are not. Hey, there we are. Look at us.
Okay.
Doing the Lord's work.
I don't understand how that would even happen.
Well, I do.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out on the break and we realized, like, dude, we sat here preparing an entire show. We did nothing.
Yeah, we did none of it.
Fucking nothing that we were going to do. I read through this page of Heaven's Gate notes. I mean, that was something, I guess. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of other shit. I don't know what do we want to watch? A guy jumping off the stage really quick?
Sure.
Because that's something I wanted to bring to
That's pretty funny.
To our little meeting here we have every week in relative secrecy, not by choice. But I did see I saw this video the other day and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I don't know. We have too many things open.
We have so many fucking things.
There it is.
No,
was that not it?
That is not it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways,
yeah,
we're also going to get. See, I don't want to tie these topics together. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we also.
Here we go.
Okay, we also didn't watch. There's a bunch of other things called Radioville out there, which is weird because I feel like we checked this at some point.
I feel like we did too.
Nothing serious or anything. In fact, like we're weirdly the most successful thing called Radioville right now.
Insane.
So we're winning that race.
Yeah.
But no, so we should take a look at that other guy. There's a song called he wrote a song called Radio.
Yeah. We can just we can start this hour off. What's up, super spreaders? Yeah, we could just take a quick few looks at some funny. Really we could just burn through some shit. All right, let's take a look at what happened.
So
to
this is a cool performance that I was checking out.
Yeah.
And if you notice. I see. Okay, we were talking shit about rap concerts a couple weeks ago, whatever.
We were.
And here's another version that you'll see, and I've seen this many times because I've played to many empty or pitifully under.
God, that's the worst playing to nobody.
Seated
it's
rooms.
so fucking demeaning.
It sucks, man. But it's
so
part
terrible.
of being.
It really is.
Like an independent artist, is it just happens, and it even happens to famous people. Whatever. It's just part of it. I've seen like heroes of mine that had like 20 people show up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In like a big venue, and it just looks ridiculous, you know, and they're just sad. So whatever. It's
All
something.
right.
But anyways, here's one version of rap shows that I've seen a lot of is the fucking no acknowledgement that there's nothing going on, and it's just you and your two friends, and you're trying to act like this is a really You're trying to act like this is a really hype situation for some reason, and like and then that happens.
But dude, I don't understand. Like, why would you think you could jump off a stage when you're literally your belt is around your mid thigh?
Look what he tried to do too. He had I think he tripped on the monitor or something.
No, I think it's just that his legs were caught by his pants.
Okay. Also,
let's just take a quick look. I'm gonna try and freeze this. Oh, let me take it back. Let me see where.
The problem is. His director is the guy that's directing his video.
Oh, look at him. Photobomb. All right.
Yeah, he's blocking him.
Oh, this idiot. Get out of the way, you fool.
I know.
Oh, damn, though, dude. He hit his fucking head.
I know. But so what was he trying to do when he had... First of all, look where his pants are, right?
Yeah, like you can't do anything athletic when your pants are strapped around your thigh.
I think no exaggeration, this guy's 350 pounds.
Have you ever seen a woman try to run in like a mini skirt? It's impossible.
Too many times to mention.
Now I won't get into why I've seen this so many fucking times.
Tom, why have
but I'll tell you this, they can't do it.
Right. And a good,
very difficult.
Good thing for me. Yeah, they.
Where do you think you're going, sweetheart?
You ever seen a woman just terrified, just fearing for her life,
emanating terror,
just trying to scamper away through the wilderness in a miniskirt? The fuck! All right. So.
So you haven't?
Yeah. Regrettably, no. It sounds exciting.
All right. Well, let's. So I had something.
Oh, well, would you want to look at the guy's Radioville song? Well, whatever. We can,
yeah.
We can get back to that later. I don't care. It's not important.
No, we could do it. Okay. Well, here, this was just
This was just
So this dog was brought into the emergency room.
Oh no.
Yes.
What happened?
It was choking on something apparently, and it is going to and there it goes. Oh, it's a giant dildo.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I can look up here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
it's on a dildo?
Yeah, it's his owner's giant dildo. Oh, with the old ass
Wait, hold
tickler.
on. And I want to. What do they say?
Yeah, she's like, okay, we're done.
Just walk him away. We're good.
Okay, I think that. Hold on, back it up a little from there. Yeah, right there. Hold on, but okay, so I think that nurse gags.
Yeah.
But I want to hear exactly what they say. Wait.
Just walk him away. We're good.
Just walk him away. Somebody said, "Are you serious?" Just walk him away. Like, do you want this back?
Yeah. I do. She's
yes.
like, I do.
Do you have any idea the price of dildos on the open market these days?
All right, let me see here.
There's a there's a chip shortage, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is Simon Flory.
Yeah, so
doing
this guy,
his,
I don't know
his
anything about
album
this guy.
release apparently. His Radioville record release in 2019. Oh, that's funny when you sent this. I didn't like it because it looked like it was trying to look all old, but I was like, maybe it is because I didn't really read this.
Yeah, man, it has that gritty film look of 3 years ago.
Yeah, like this is
Yeah.
so okay. Well, this guy's an idiot then. So I want to find out who this is, and we'll berate him on the show as well.
It's not old, and he's clearly okay. So this guy, you're gonna like this too because what we've talked about pandering country music.
Oh yes, we have.
Wait till you feel this is basically just a Mad Lib.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I haven't listened. Okay, let's hear.
A Mad Lib with no goofy answers. You know, just if you
just
answered
if you wrote it straight,
just in a way that just made
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
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 To the interstate. There was a white-collar prison you could work at.
By the way, don't fucking give it away all at once here. Slow it down, bud.
Yeah.
He said there's a family farms and a power plant.
And now their sons are shipped off to work for the state.
I mean,
Who?
yeah.
What?
For the crime of medication.
Oh,
just
okay.
to
They're prisoners.
pass the day.
I mean, do you know how fucking bad you have to be at this to be singing? Wait, hold on, pause it for a second. You know how bad you have to be at this to be singing a song about like the two things I am passionate about like the drug war,
Yeah,
and
the
like
prison system,
and like the decline of American agriculture,
Yeah.
and
all of the things that would
sustainability and shit.
Check all
And,
your
like,
boxes,
right?
and somehow you're still
And
like,
somehow
this
I
is
still hate
terrible.
this.
Yeah.
All right, wait, let's keep it
I
going
really
here.
do hate this though. Like, fucking dude, just
Stop
pretending.
Yeah, dude. Like, write a genuine song about this if you actually care.
Also, this is 2019. Like, fucking just be on stage and don't have a fucking fuzzy. This is idiotic.
Yeah, right.
Like, this is not. I mean, I guess, but still, yeah. This
I
is
don't know.
fucking
Do people
terrible.
still dress like this in some places?
No.
Okay. Okay, I was just checking.
This dude looks like he's straight out of the fucking Doc Hollywood. What was that
he's
one?
like a fucking extra on
Tombstone.
Deadwood. Yeah.
Tombstone or Deadwood or yeah.
Yeah, he does. He
He looks like one
way
of-
too
yeah.
hard to look like a fucking old timey cowboy.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just stupid.
And look at that lady. Look how nervous she looks.
Yeah,
behind
she's
him.
like, oh god, I missed the note. He's gonna
dude, and
beat
look at
me.
the look on his face too. He's obviously, clearly, just barely restraining a psychotic break. You know, and this lady knows it.
Yeah.
Like, look at her. She's like, holy fuck, I've seen that look in his eye before. Like,
Oh
we
yeah,
are.
we're all almost dead.
Yeah, within a few minutes, we're going to have to call the authorities. This is going to be bad.
He just starts fucking kicking shit.
She's like, I hope there's no.
I'm not going back.
I hope there's nobody here wearing like a red shirt or whatever
Yeah.
sets him off.
I'm not going back, you fucks.
Yeah.
Pulls out
Yeah.
a gun. He's like talking about prison. He's like,
Told you I'm not working for the state.
Yeah, and they send your sons off to work. I ain't going back. And he just fucking throws his guitar, pulls out a gun. But also he's got Simon, which I'm going to assume also says Flory. He's got a personalized guitar strap.
No, you wouldn't have had that on the Frontier.
No,
this
is this is just egregious in my mind.
You also wouldn't have had that without the Native American.
Huh?
I'm just saying, you wouldn't have had that strap without the Native Americans' contributions to this land.
That's true. Yeah, if you were living back then,
leather making. And
also,
stuff,
what's on his fucking head? Is it Ash Wednesday? What's happening right now?
I know. It kind of looks like he got shot in the forehead and just hasn't died yet. It's like, speaking of Tombstone, you know what I mean? Or what was it in Tombstone? That you could see the sunlight through his, I think. But yeah. Anyways, he's like.
Well, he's great, though. Simon Flory, everyone, with his Radioville album.
Because he hasn't even said Radioville yet. Oh, yeah. Back it up a couple seconds.
Oh, he did. All right. Let me hear what the fuck, how he's getting into this.
Just outside of Radioville.
And folks, that's why we're in Radioville. That's why we run such a tight ship and such a tight republic. It's because you see what's going on outside of Radioville. This man is singing about it very clearly.
They shut down our farm.
Yeah, and that's why we had to build this republic.
We had to start a show. We had a lot of time to kill.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What? All right. Yeah, doing something right now.
Yeah.
All right, well, either answer it or don't.
Yeah.
Or hang up. What were we? It's up to you. He hung up. Okay. It was Andrew Crushlow again. All right, so anyways, there's that.
Yeah, he's terrible. Now, I would say better performance. Let's see. Dog puking up dildo?
Oh,
or Simon Flory, Radioville.
Dog puking up dildo is easily more marketable.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I'm sure. This has 67 views. Let's see how much.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all these people are even worse than us. Like,
yeah. Yeah. All right.
Anything else called Radioville? Yeah. Okay, so we did that. We did that.
Sure, why not?
We did that. Let's see. I got in trouble with the police. We did that. Oh, how about... Let's talk masks. Just kidding.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. How it's like it does. Dude. It's getting to be where I'm having irrational anger about like what in the fuck are you doing? And when I'm working, dude, for some reason a lot of people that work at like venues are still doing this. But the amount of times lately that somebody has pulled their mask down to talk to me, and then.
Yeah,
and then they put it back up and
it doesn't make
away.
any fucking
I'm
sense.
like, this is getting to be.
It's a charade.
It always was.
It was always. At this point, at the very beginning, people were scared and shit.
Yeah.
Look, all that I'm saying is, I feel bad for anyone doing this still because some people
it's getting fucking
really do think that it is better. They're better off wearing a fucking dirty surgical mask. Out and about,
but it's
in the fucking sunlight and by themselves.
But it's been how long now? 2.5 years
that we've known that none of this is. It's incredible, man. It is incredible.
It's getting to a point that is I shouldn't let it bother me.
I know, but it does bother me.
When I go to the store now, I'm like fixated on everyone wearing a mask, and I just try to wonder, like,
who are you?
What are you doing? Like, how is your
how
life
do you live?
Go? What do you? Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, how are you still fucking either scared? And if that's the case, dude, you need to seek some sort of mental evaluation to see why you're so scared about something that is so clearly look. Everyone I know now has had fucking COVID multiple times.
Before this, people that acted this way would probably reasonably be diagnosed with some sort of paranoia or whatchamacallit, hypochondria.
Yeah,
whatever,
hypochondria.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they would. I'm sure of it. Some of this behavior, right?
Which is where you have an obsessive need to feel the dirty fabric of a surgical mask on your face. That's hypochondria.
But it is weird how like there's paradigm shifts that happen. Like we were talking about the other day.
It's the new normal.
Yeah, with the way that people just changes are made, and like now we were watching that one video the other day of that lady who was freaking out about some trans person doing something. What was it, a bathroom thing or something?
Yes. And, that was at We Spa in
and
LA.
She was standing there yelling like, he has a penis, he's a man. And we were talking about how like not that long ago that wouldn't have provoked a reaction from 30 people going, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? No, like, I'm not.
Whatever with this too. It's like we've had this shift so quickly that it's like, man, what can we not call some of these people insane for acting this way? But it does not count anymore. You know, like.
Oh, answer the phone. I hear.
Answer the phone. Who's saying that?
Hello, you're on the air with Tom and Vinny. What's going on?
Hello.
Hello.
4-star General Silk calling in.
General Silk.
Eddie.
Am I supposed to do that? Today, Andrea and I were at Walmart with the baby.
Uh-huh.
Let's all just stop.
You meant Macy's. I'm just kidding.
Let's all just stop telling stories with names as though it's not possible anyone other than us will ever view this show. Okay, I realize that.
and I were at Walmart with the baby.
Okay, I realize that right now things are, not exact. We're not exactly lighting the fucking
all right, let her
world
get
on
this
fire.
story
But
out.
yeah, okay.
All right. Okay, so you guys were at Walmart, and what?
The lady watching the checkout area came over because we were talking about a price or something, and she wanted to see if anything was wrong. It was all fine.
Okay.
She starts talking to the baby with her mask on and goes, all these babies, they see us. She's got to be like, what's up with these masks already?
Yeah.
Masks. She said masses.
Oh.
And then pulled her mask down to talk to the baby. And talk to us with her mask down.
You got to wear him in. He hasn't been sick yet.
Wearing a mask.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about, though.
Yeah.
There's no logic.
But also, I mean, it's okay. So it's been, to me, it seemed like that for a long time. There's been no logic, but I figured at some point, even the people that were kind of just blindly going along with stuff, I figured at some point it would occur to them that this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like at one point,
and every week that goes by at this point, I'm really just starting to wonder: can these people be considered really insane?
Yeah, I don't know because even if it's an ideological thing and you're just doing it to signal that you're on this same team. Even that has waned so much that
this woman had no thought of that.
Okay, so this is just somebody. Yeah, so I don't understand the person that just you're leaving your house and you look over. Oh, my mask, and where's the decision? To me, it'd be like, I don't think I need that anymore. You know what I mean? When does that happen? It just never happens with some people. They're like, I guess I'll just wear this forever.
Yeah. She made it sound like she didn't want to wear the mask.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There are some people that.
Couldn't tell if Walmart was making her wear the mask. I did not see any up.
Yeah,
I don't remember
it's like
if the other workers were wearing them or not.
I don't think Walmart gives any fucks about their employees wearing masks anymore.
No.
Yeah, I've been in there.
It was never enforceable, dude. I mean, that's been the thing the entire time is we all saw everybody wearing it below their nose or whatever because obviously it's fucking miserable, you know. So and it's it never was doing anything. It just was all fucking stupid.
It was all pageantry and idiocy. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you for the.
Thanks for adding in.
Yes,
that's what we like to see. We're discussing a topic,
and then somebody calls in and actually says that
topic. Right? Yeah. That's how it's.
I know how it works.
That's wonderful. All right. Well, thank you, General Silk.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, dude. I was watching Tim Heidecker stuff from Tim and Eric. He has a video podcast, whatever. And man, it sucks how. Well, anyways, the connection is that, he's a couple other people in the studio, obviously people he must spend a lot of time in close quarters with, and they're on the show wearing masks, and these are clips from probably a year ago or something, Yeah. But it was really annoying me, and, it just sucks when somebody, because I love so much of the stuff that he's done, and then I started watching his show where he isn't in character and he's kind of loosened up, and he's one of those guys that's pretty avant-garde too, and you're almost never sure when he's character or not sometimes, but I'm picking up that it's man, he's one of these annoying people with the fucking just obsession with disease and
that's my question now.
It's annoying, over the top liberal politics and shit.
Well, so here's another thing, and I actually have a little video to go along with this.
I was just gonna mention this thing because I want it to lead into a call in a minute because a buddy of mine went to see Roger Waters last night.
Yeah.
And I want him to just tell the story. If I texted him, we'll see if he can.
Sure.
But it's about when you have someone that you're a huge fan of, and they're so annoying politically that it just ruins them.
Yeah. I've had a few of those actually over the last few years,
dude. Yeah,
for sure.
The guy from so this is a stupid thing, but my favorite band in high school, one of them was Cake. The band Cake, and I went to see them a couple years ago with an old friend of mine, and the entire show he kept doing stuff saying shit that was almost not even it didn't even make sense. Like it was like somebody was smoking a cigar, and he's like, "Oh, is that a cigar over there? Like, you're smoking a cigar in a crowd of people? That's like some Donald Trump kind of shit." Said something like that. He's just like, "You do whatever you want, right, or whatever." And he kept making like anti-white male comments and stuff. And if anybody knows the band Cake, I'm looking at, he kept saying stuff like this, and the whole audience, every time he would do it, would be like, "Yeah, all right, just keep going, just do your
whole
songs."
Fucking,
you know what I mean?
Like crowd is
nobody. It's this band Cake. If you don't know them, their entire audience is white males,
and they are all white,
and they're all white males.
Yeah,
and their entire audience is basically white males.
Probably from those are the most annoying people to me. Is the
30 to 45.
Like the white liberal, like the super white fucking lefty kind of white people. Am I right? It's like you're fucking stop it. You, your family, your friends, like you're all white. Shut the fuck up. You're not gaining any. You're gaining like some sort of little social credit with a very, very select few.
Dude, it was hilarious.
The rest of the people think you're a fucking asshole.
You know where this this show was too, and he was getting nowhere with the audience.
No, how could you?
First of all, you're a nostalgia act at this point.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear the new Cake
Sing
songs.
the song we know.
Right. Yeah.
That's
nobody cares about the new stuff.
Yeah. You're 3 years from playing carnivals, fuckhead.
Pretty much. That was the vibe.
Yeah.
And also, dude, oh my god, that was a terrible show in a way because it was cool to see some of my old favorite songs and whatever, but it was like, and this should be my friend Max to tell us about the Roger Waters concert last night. You're gonna like this. But so it was cool to see some of that, but then they were doing stuff.
Just hold on 1 second.
They were doing stuff like extending the chorus 6 times while he's like, "Okay, now just this side of the audience, and now just this," and it was like, it was festival time for these guys, you know, and making all these political comments, and everybody's just getting fucking uncomfortable. And meanwhile, the show is taking place. It's a concert series that happens on a golf course in a town for our international audience in a town called Evanston, Illinois.
Oh,
so
Evanston.
You can imagine the scene there.
Well, that's exactly what Evanston is, though.
Couldn't be more wasp.
It's a shitload of extremely wealthy white people that are like constantly sort of like authentically self-effacing about wealth, and they're always like begrudging other people's wealth, and you know, somebody should. It's like, hey, dude, you're fucking loaded. Like you have a mansion that costs millions of dollars.
That's who the guy
and
in
you're
Cake
talking about.
Decides it's time to preach his anti-white male views for some reason and anti-Donald Trump. It's like, dude,
it'll go over there though.
Read the room.
That's the people that. Yeah, I mean,
it didn't seem to be.
Yeah, but I'm saying I could see why he would maybe think that. But yeah. Anyways, all right. Yeah. Hey, what's up, caller? You're on with Tom and Vinny. What's going on?
Is this Max?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey Max, you went to the Roger Waters, and what is that? Pink Floyd, right?
Yes.
So you went to the Roger Waters concert, and you started to tell me earlier, and I kind of like didn't even want to hear too much because I just wanted you to tell all of our lovely listeners here on the show, kind of what the experience was like.
So, I've been a big Pink Floyd fan since like I was a kid, and I've seen him I've seen him a couple of times. I saw him at the Tweeter Center do like Dark Side of the Moon all the way through, and it was at the United Center last night, and I saw him in previous years like do like Pink Floyd The Wall like all the way through, and it was like one of the best shows I've been to, honestly. Like huge production, like like for just like like some of those songs like bring out like a 30 person choir and like what I mean, build a
for sure
on stage and blow it up and lasers and,
it's known for their stage shows. Great.
Anyways, your expectations are high, as I believe what you're saying here, and now we probably want to get to the meat of the story.
Well, I was trying to set it up.
Okay. We got it. All right.
So yeah, those are my expectations like going in, and it was just like a very kind of like weird energy in the crowd. And the
like
show was like
stadium,
I was expecting it to be like political, like he's a political guy and always been very outspoken
absolutely
about his politics, but it was like it was literally like the whole fucking show, and like they hardly played any like Pink Floyd classics. It was a bunch of like, you know, his solo stuff, which was also like very politically charged, and even getting.
Yeah,
but hold on, let him, because it gets crazier. Hold on,
So again, there's a weird energy in the crowd. I went with my mother, so I was running like a couple of minutes late. I was like the next guy in line to get a drink, and I was like, "No, Mom, I'll get you a cocktail. Like, you sit down and enjoy the show. Like,
that's very nice.
This was a gift to you. Like, you know."
Okay.
So I'm like a minute late or something like that. It's dark as fuck. Like the first thing that happens, I have to use my my light on my phone to like see the numbers on the seats, because apparently the usher, they didn't give him a flashlight.
Okay.
So I'm using my flashlight, and this guy's like, "You're trying to steal my fucking drink?" And I'm like, "Dude, I have 2 drinks in my other hand. Like, no, I'm trying to see what fucking road this is." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I just keep moving. You know, I'm like, whatever. I don't want to argue with this guy. I'm just trying to see this show. And then I finally get to our seats, and it was, my mom, my brother, and my other friend.
None of this matters at all, though. Max, can you just get to the part where it's, you know, he's ruined for you as a fan politically?
Yeah, it just sucked, man. But I like, parts of it didn't even make sense. Like, you're singing verses, you know,
no,
to
but
a song,
wasn't there a whole?
But you've got like fucking text.
This is what I
like
wanted
a
to hear about.
paragraph long, like running, and it's like, am I supposed to read, you know, like what happened in fucking Belarus or something, or are we going to listen to the fucking song?
But you were telling me there was like a whole visual element with what kind of stuff was it flashing the whole time?
Yeah, like all sorts of shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like a lot of like political injustices that have been done to people, and it seemed like they're trying to get someone, I don't know who it was, like freed from prison, and like all this like weird shit, and it was
like
just
trans rights.
I thought it was going to be a rock show.
Yeah, it just
like,
there's a place for. I don't
rally.
understand the compulsion. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think most. Well, first of all, like the cake thing is different. Cake. Look, you're barely a band anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut up. Just do your thing. Just do your thing. I mean, fine. You know.
But don't
belittle everyone, your entire crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and also,
but this one, I could see that if it's like, now this kind of makes sense to me though, because Roger Waters, like Pink Floyd is obviously the whole fucking album, The Wall, is a complete political diatribe by them in the form of like a
for sure.
no, I understand, but I think what he was describing to me earlier, he was talking about like all kinds of like slogans about like this rights and that rights the whole time and stuff. And I think what annoyed me about shit like that is like, that's not brave or revolutionary. No, it's just literally what everyone already thinks for the most part.
Of course,
90% of people.
Yeah,
and
like,
it's like,
we agree. Let's do the show.
Yeah, dude, just do your show.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think Pink Floyd has a lot of like, you know, Nazis or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like who are you trying to convert? What is it? What do you? And
I don't think there's a lot of call for that. Like, you know,
and like Max, you were saying too. He's like, he was telling me earlier, like, I don't even disagree with anything on the screen. But but it's annoying the shit out of me, dude.
Like, show though. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you're going to a fucking like a Rage Against the Machine show, I do understand that. Now we've talked about this. Is like, well, now you're propping up one side of the machine and not the other, and that's odd to me because
I lost my interest in that.
Yeah, it was like they were just against the government.
Yeah,
and now they're like
that's the way it seemed at one time.
Yeah, at least it seemed like that. Now they're just kind of against one part of the government, where I'm like, hey, you kind of lost your way, guys.
Yeah,
the whole thing's kind of fucking evil, but whatever.
Weird.
But if you're going to a Rage Against the Machine concert, I get, you know what I mean. He's always like, Zach De La Rocha is pretty famous for, you know, his political rants and shit like that.
Oh, so hey, Max, we're gonna let you go. We got another call coming in.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the story.
Unless you had any other pressing thing to add. Hello.
All right, one more thing that I thought was really funny before I go. Like, this is at a fucking stadium, and like he had something about no Coke, like no Coca-Cola or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, maybe they sell Pepsi products there, but it's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'll leave it at that.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
Wait, what
Sorry,
happened?
we were there was no...
Like, it was like an like Coca-Cola thing.
Oh.
Like,
why? What did Coke do?
At one point.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I see what
like
you're saying.
And this is another thing. So this is okay. So I'll bring.
Oh
it
yeah,
back
because
to,
you know, Pepsi has a much cleaner track record.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
PepsiCo, like Pepsi.
Right, yeah.
That's a great corporation.
Aren't they fucking testing their flavors on fetuses to get their
But
reaction
this is,
at
I
one
think,
point?
this is one of the things that
Whatever.
annoys most people about this type of shit. Unless you, unless they're saying exactly what you want to hear all the time, and which I don't even understand that point.
We're
there's somebody
We're
in here.
trying to do that.
Yeah. So hold on. But so there's somebody back here. Lisa was like, "Why so angry?" And then Evanston does, "Haha, ironic." Now this is the funny thing is that. She knows some people that I have done work for in Evanston and are like the nicest people. So when I'm saying, but this is what I think is annoying is what we're talking about is these bands. And yeah, Evanston is one of the weirdest fucking places that I lived there, first of all. And then it's just one of the weirdest places, especially when I used to live there because it was such a tale of two cities kind of thing where it was like, the abject poverty and then the absolute fucking, you know what I mean, wealth, just right next to each other. It was insane.
I don't know how much abject poverty there is left over there, but they've kind of...
It's a little bit more, it's become, I mean, if you go just south. But regardless, I think what annoys everyone about this is the Roger Waters and like these they're giant corporations. Like, if you want to help so bad, stop fucking yelling at everyone else to do shit and just do it. You are you have hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. If you really want this shit that you're saying, just put your fucking money where your mouth is. It's like, oh, a pittance here and a pittance there. And oh, I did this and I did that. I've played this show. But I think it's always this moral grandstanding that's constantly happening with like certain elements of celebrity, of Hollywood and of the music industry, and it just gets tiresome, man. It's just fucking tired, dude. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I would much rather not know my, favorite band's politics at this point. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm going. It's an escape.
What the lyrics actually mean. Like, it's like, listen to the fucking song,
Yeah, at this point, we are so fucking inundated by politics and political divide. I don't need that.
It's been
in my
old.
movies, in my fucking album, none of it.
It's been old for 20 years. It's been, you're
not progressing anything by putting these messages in shoehorning them into these things. You're just not doing anything. You're creating a divide more than you are. It just doesn't make any sense.
You know why? Part of the reason it annoys us is because there's no artist that ever agrees with us politically too.
Yeah, there's really no one on the right or left or anything. I guess maybe.
But because you know what I mean. And every time there's like a libertarian or like anarchist musician or something,
it's some sort of anarcho-capitalist.
It's just their gimmick and it's all they talk about.
And that's all they do.
Okay, if you wrote good songs, I would put up with your brief political statements between songs.
But you suck.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Max still on the phone?
Oh yeah, Max, are you still on the phone?
Because we didn't end up taking that other call.
Yeah, we didn't.
Because it was a very silly man.
He's on timeout.
Yeah,
he knows it.
Anyways, yeah. So anything else annoying happened there, or is that it?
No. Oh yeah.
I guess another annoying thing is like again like how like they had like just like so much like just like sayings and like like on the screen part of the show, it's like it annoyed me of the audience that like it's like at one point it was like women's rights, equal rights, trans rights, and it was like that got bigger applause I think than like any like musicianship part of the show was like a couple
That's
of
so weird
like
that anyone likes this. Like it's
it's just Go on.
Sorry.
Like, do you think really the people that fucking are going to this show are like going to be, it's like, of course, like,
we all want those things. Cool.
Be of that mindset.
Yeah,
like,
we're all good.
It's like pat ourselves on the back.
I know.
That's the thing. That's just a fucking weird signaling, like of the. I don't know what it actually is. There's something in there though.
It's weird that artists too are so prone to that thing of yeah, of like in a way that is kind of talking down to your audience. It's like I knew this guy. Pandering. There was this guy,
straight up pandering.
There was this guy Schaefer the Dark Lord. You guys can look him up. He's like I guess like a nerd rapper. Because I used to get put on like nerd rap shows because promoters like don't pay attention to anything. So they just saw like a white dude with glasses.
Yeah,
and whatever, and assumed that I was gonna probably be rapping about Star Wars or whatever, you know. And so I get thrown on these shows, but like. This one dude, Schaefer the Dark Lord, right? He had this song, and he was like a bigger artist at the time, at least like bigger than like me and the people I was playing with, you know. And so I figured, okay, fine, I'll do this one. And this guy was such a fucking douchebag, first of all, in person. And the point is, he's like a super outspoken, like unreasonable liberal about every single thing, and condescending, insulting everything.
Yeah.
And he had this song about how to not rape people, and it was and I wish we could play it, but it'll definitely get set off the thing. But his whole song was about consent, right?
Yeah.
And it was like a step by step. It was like 1, you do this, 2, blah blah blah, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And a bunch of people thought I was weird at the show because I was like, what is this shit? I was like, something about this really pisses me off, and it made me look like a rapist.
Yeah, that's
they're
the
like,
problem.
why do you hate the anti-rape song? And I'm like I can't think of how to articulate it. I realized later it's because are you
assuming that all of your
your audience
is rapists
are rapists and needs to be instructed? That's what I was like.
Because that's what it is.
Enjoying that song, if you're a non-rapist enjoying it, what do you even call that level of sort of just like, teach them how to not rape? Like, what do you think you're doing? When who are you helping with that?
I don't understand it.
You're not. Song, but I have a feeling that Nirvana did it better, like 30 years ago.
All right.
All right. Anyways, well, thank you for the call, man. Yeah. That sucks that you didn't get to enjoy one of your favorite acts.
Yeah.
That's annoying. I'm sure you were able to see, maybe get past it a little bit and have some fun.
Yeah. But all right.
Begrudgingly.
We gotta go. We gotta.
All right, man. Yeah, we gotta.
Thank you for calling.
Okay. I thought of something though, because it is funny that she came in at that point, and what it is what annoys me about places like Evanston, where it's the like very, very wealthy. You know what I mean? There's like athletes that live on that lake shore. There's all kinds of, and it's just I don't understand it's like this guilt for being successful, and I'm like, dude, you fucking made it. You did this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
unless their wealth is generational.
Maybe, but even that, it's like, okay, I didn't do something bad for this.
No.
I have a bunch of fucking money. Awesome.
Got lucky.
Yeah, it's a lucky, even that though. It's like, okay, why be like, it's never made any sense. Like, everyone is trying to get there. Anyone that rises out of poverty, that's where they're trying to get. And if they get there, they're like, fuck yeah.
Right.
And you're there going, oh, I can't believe we have all this money. It's like, dude, you do. And at the same time, it's like, if you have it and you don't think that you deserve it, first of all, you do, I would think. But if you don't think you deserve it, fucking give it away. I don't know.
How do you know? Maybe their great-grandfather robbed the Wells Fargo wagon.
Yeah, I mean, and, that's true. There could be some real nefarious acts in the past.
To me, there is kind of an argument, though, or there is a logical school of thought out there of some kind that would, whatever I'm trying to say, that kind of thing would make sense to me if, say, you're benefiting from like one of the hundreds of companies that amassed a lot of their original wealth through like slavery.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that I could see,
or something like that. I might feel guilty if I was just born in like to wealth that I didn't feel like it was ethically achieved.
Sure, but in that case, then
I know I set that up in such a weird, nonsensical word salad, but I don't know what that was. I know what you meant. I was trying not to choke.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, but yeah, but in that case, then if you need to feel if I don't think it would make you feel better to be poor. I don't think that's the answer.
No.
That's an idiotic
But I'm sure there's a lot of wealthy people that are driven to philanthropy through
and
guilt,
then so do that. So do that. But don't tell everyone else to fucking do it.
Oh, okay.
That's your shit. That's your guilt. Yeah. Like, we don't need this collective guilt of success, because at this point, there's being like this whole sort of mood in this country of like, I don't know. It's like an anti-success, like, oh, you know, what about these people that aren't trying that hard? They're now going to be sad. It's like, well, dude, I don't know. Like, the idea is to, was always to sort of celebrate achievement and celebrate, this is going away in some ways. And I don't think it's fucking healthy. Yeah, I know so. I see it. Teachers tell me that, like, they're not. This is why you don't even see grades in some curriculums. You know what I mean? They don't grade things anymore. They don't fucking test and shit like this. These are things I'm like, no, dude, you do have to have some sort of measure of competence. Right? I don't get it. And wealth, in a system like this has been, that's what you're doing. You're making money. You're doing something that somebody wants, and they're giving you money for it.
Yeah.
And the better you can do that, the more you can figure out, the better you can learn how to play that game.
I think there's some people like you're talking about, but then it's kind of everything now, because then there's also, like, now you have a ton of just people that are just famous for being
Instagram famous.
Or just entrepreneurs, like people we've talked about before, like Gary V people and whatever, and they have giant followings and stuff. So there are a lot of people that are kind of relearning appreciation for that whole side of life, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, the Illuminati sure doesn't want that to happen. Gary V is saving us from the Illuminati, now that I think of it.
All right, so here, I wanted to get to one story before we go to break.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God. Are we already ready for another break? Holy shit.
Yeah, we are. Well, Max's story was a little long-winded, and thank you for calling in anyway. I mean, not anyways, but thank you for calling in, Max.
Yeah, we just needed to really just hear about the annoying things on the screen. But, it is a weird thing of, like, dude, it's just annoying, even though I have no problem with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the only other thing I was going to say about that was old fucking, like, hippies and old artists and stuff that are, like, old school liberal. Like, I think they still think stuff like that is brave. And I think they still think it's like, yeah, dude, you're not rallying against the fucking censorship of the Christian conservative
it's not there anymore.
Of the 80s and shit. It's not brave. It's just fucking, it's a little redundant.
It's very redundant.
It's superfluous, if you will.
It really is.
Yes. What do you got, buddy?
All right. Well,
let's pick anything. Let's just do.
I wanted to get to something here.
Man,
where
Chigger Bite's still itching.
Oh,
Who knew that you can't lay in the grass?
No,
I thought that was normal. Not in Peoria, apparently.
All right. Well, we got a ton of shit here, but I wanted to do... Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Here we go. All right, so this was a story I came upon.
Okay.
Which apparently somebody that I know knows this person, right?
What person?
This person of interest.
Is this the murder?
There was a murder, and so this is okay. So Rockford woman, named in murder kidnapping, suspect arrested. All right, so
what happened?
What do we have here? Rockford, Illinois, not a surprise. Hotbed of criminal activity.
There is
as long as I can remember.
A lot of crime there, right?
Yeah,
it's always kind of one of those places that's probably been poor since like the 1950s.
Yeah, and it's really it's an odd place. Well, not odd, but it's an interesting place because it's really not like racially divided in its poverty.
No,
you know
that's
what I mean?
just one
it
where
is everywhere. Everyone is
that's
just...
probably one place where, like, I don't know what's going on with the weirdness of the past few years, but that was the type of town where it used to be like all the white people and black people pretty much lived together.
Yeah, it was just kind of just one...
Just like, one class, basically.
One strata of poverty. And, when I was a kid, we would go there and obviously would buy drugs and we would do whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Rockford was... but it was just too far away. But anyways. All right, Rockford, Illinois. A Rockford woman was found dead on Saturday morning and her ex-boyfriend is behind bars as a suspect. Saturday morning, Rockford police arrived on Cole Avenue to investigate a suspicious missing person case. 38-year-old Ashley Harden was missing under suspicious circumstances. Harden's ex-boyfriend, 46-year-old Rayshawn Smith, became a person of interest. A few hours later, Roscoe police arrived on East Rockton Road, responding to a call about a possible dead body. The two departments worked together to identify the body as Harden and opened a murder investigation. Smith was taken into custody around 11 a.m. on North Main Street. He's charged with first-degree murder, aggravated kidnapping, and aggravated unlawful restraint.
Okay.
His bond is set at $2 million. Now,
this guy sounds like kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he might be an asshole, right? Yeah. Now, after that, I came upon this video.
Okay.
that he posted shortly after killing his girlfriend on Facebook.
So you know somebody who knows this guy?
Knows her.
Or knows the victim?
Yes, knows the deceased. So this is a little video that this man posted post-murder to Facebook. So let's take a listen to what his justifications and just his logic along.
It's a murder post-murder.
It is. Now let me see. Let me just make sure. Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, I suppose. I liked it better this way. Okay, let's take a quick listen to Ray Sean.
People are going to call me crazier and wonder why I did what I did. Deception. Stop dealing in deception with people. When I met Ashley, I was openly polyamorous. I slept with women. I was upfront about it. I told her about my anger issues. I told her about my felony. I told her about prison. I told her about being controlling, violent, everything.
So basically, what he's saying is,
I told her I was gonna fucking sleep with other women. Yeah. I was gonna beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, and you knew I was gonna kill you eventually.
Yeah.
Like, so basically, it's your fault. I already warned you. Isn't that fucked up? What kind of logic is that? You fucking just murdered your ex-girlfriend.
This guy looks kind of crazy.
Well, yeah, he must be. But yeah, let's go on. But that's such an odd, look, when I first met her, I told her.
So this is,
she shouldn't have fucking dealt with me.
Right. This is a person, I think, who's completely nuts and is attempting to be in control, though. You know what I mean? Because it's like if he tries to lay out this narrative where it's like, look, man, somehow I have not really done anything wrong. I told her that this was definitely going to happen. It's
insane.
But I guess that's it almost reminds me of I don't know who I'm thinking of, like a sheriff or somebody who's always has to be in control, and they just have this way of just talking in just bullshit, that just kind of whatever that gives them some kind of authoritative.
Exactly. They're just trying to control the situation still.
Right.
That's the thing is this guy's obviously ultra controlling. He's used to just controlling whatever scenario is.
And he can't. So you've met people like this before too. Like one time we met this guy who in a snowstorm in Missouri flew off the fucking road down a hill 100 feet, and we stopped to help him because it looked crazy. And it was kind of, he almost kind of looked like this guy. It was like a black dude about the same age.
Yeah.
And he was like, we're like, dude, you're all right? And he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. And I could almost immediately tell he's like one of these control freak, weird dudes.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, he couldn't understand that he was fucked, you know? Yeah. And we're like, dude, you should just come. We'll give you a ride at the gas station. You don't want to be out here. It's a blizzard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like, no, I'm gonna get back up there. Can you guys help push me? We're like, dude, no. This is a 100-foot, 45-degree angle in a blizzard. We're like, dude, because they don't have snow wherever we were. I forget where we were.
So he didn't understand. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he's not used to fucking.
Yeah, we're like, dude, you're fucked. You should just take a ride now. And he's like,
call a tow truck.
He's like, no, I'm gonna be good. We're like, and it was. I just remember.
Well, maybe he had shit in the trunk.
But no, I don't think so. It was more this thing of he just couldn't be fucked in his head. He's just like, no, I'm gonna somehow this is fine, and
that's weird.
But it reminds me of this. What I mean is same attitude,
demeanor,
and we've all seen people.
Oh yeah, I know. I've known. Yeah, I still know people like that.
We left that guy,
but hopefully they're not gonna murder him.
He annoyed me so much. His attitude annoyed me so fucking much that he goes and then he asked us, or even just told us something like, "Hey, let me run up there and let me know and what exit this is." Wanted us to go look at the sign and tell them what mile marker, and we're like, oh yeah, sure. And we just got back up there and just got in the car and took off. Fuck that guy.
All right, so this is this guy's justification, and then let's just hear where he goes after that.
I gave her every opportunity to walk away. I gave her every opportunity to be honest with me, but instead she chose to constantly deal in deception, and I'm tired of it. Period. And a lot of the deception is far beyond her. It comes from the Rockford fucking black church. When I met her, she had just stopped fucking a pastor in his church.
Oh.
In fact, she's fucked with 4 or 5 pastors here in Rockford. It's not just her. The Rockford Black Church is corrupt as fuck. They protect these predatory pastors.
Yeah, that seems like a
give
thing.
Them money.
I know that it exists in the white world more, I think, in the like televangelist way. And then like in the black churches, they seem to have these guys that are just really obviously scam artists. You know what I mean? And we have one of those guys too to look at. I think the guy that got his jewelry stolen.
Oh yeah.
Because you see these guys and it's like, and you see them in movies, you see them in real life.
It's like a character.
It's a fucking stereotype pastor guy who has like a lot of jewelry and a fucking fancy car and stuff, and everybody knows what's going on. It's like, why is stuff like that still? Why are you still doing this?
Yeah,
like,
why are you giving that dude money?
Still supporting this? Dude,
I don't understand. I've never
knows, dude. Like,
I've never quite understood that.
I don't know. Maybe people just.
Same thing with televangelists. Like, what the fuck are you? How are you giving money to the? Like, well, I mean, Rubes,
I'm trying to think. Does that happen in white towns where the pastor, like right in the middle of town, is all like, you know, like?
Yeah, don't you remember we watched that one where that chick came forward and fucking.
No, I'm just talking about like being like the flashy guy. Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
maybe not. Conspicuous consumption is sort of.
That's more the white thing, is like be like evil in secret, like
yeah, they're more like
to fucking plot for the future.
Yeah, they're more deceptive. I think they're all right, but yeah, so he starts fucking
all these fucking pastors around that got all these goddaughters and young light-skinned girls that they taking on trips.
Hold on, let's get rid of this noise.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't know if we're taking this or not.
Oh my god.
Okay, what is it? All right, what?
Yeah.
Hello, Radioville.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Reason into all these concerts and church this and that, and you stupid people in Rockford pay the tithes and offerings to pay for this shit.
Yeah.
I know countless women with evidence that have dealt with these.
Yeah, they're fucking everybody's wives and shit.
Yeah, daughters, man. He's saying.
Y'all go for it. One of the worst motherfuckers is Ronald Alexander.
So he starts naming names.
Look in his phone. Look in your daughter's phone. If he's if your daughter go to his church, look in her phone. E.J. Parham. I don't know how the fuck he became a pastor, and everybody know he used to buy pussy on Broadway almost every fucking day.
Yeah, man. And I'm from like
Now, this guy went from like when I was first watching this from like holy shit, I can't. This guy's a fucking monster. He just murdered this chick to like now. Like it almost made me forget what I was originally watching this for, and just being like, oh my god,
what happened?
He's spilling the beans.
She was cheating on him with a pastor, apparently. Or?
Oh yeah, I don't know. That was just deception.
Yeah, I mean,
general deception.
The guy's obviously nuts, but who knows if those parts are true? I could believe it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I bet you this sent waves through the Rockford church.
Yeah.
So we don't have to keep watching. Yeah,
no,
I thought that was very interesting.
Does he admit to killing her in the video or no?
Well, he just posted that after she was killed.
That's what I mean. Like, so did he admit?
No, I mean he said she had that coming, and she, he gave her every chance to get away, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, he did
so
say that. Okay.
I mean, when she was just found murdered, hours before that, it's kind of obvious. So yeah, his case is probably not going to be all that hard to prove.
Yeah, that's a weird one. But I like how we immediately just like forgot what we were actually watching, and just went into the preacher thing.
That's what I'm saying. As I was watching that, it started out like, holy fuck, this is like a cold-blooded killer. He just fucking murdered this chick in cold blood, and then by the end of it, I was like, yeah, fuck these bastards, man.
Maybe we're not as sick. Maybe we would join a cult. We always are like, how can you possibly be taken in? Within 40 seconds of watching a psychopath talk, we're just we're adding to it. Yeah. Like, yeah, you know what? This guy's right.
Yeah, no shit.
Like,
you're right.
But whatever. So
all right, we're at 2:03. We're gonna go take a quick fucking break.
You knew somebody that knew the victim, though, huh?
Yeah.
What did they have any insight or no?
I didn't talk to her about it. No. It was my friend Shayna, and not something. Just
I don't know.
I think she was from around here or something, and then, but or maybe she's from up there. I don't remember now. But anyways, all right, folks, we're gonna get out of here for just a couple minutes and take a quick break. When we come back, dude, we have a ton of shit that we could choose from because we haven't gotten to much of what we were going to do tonight, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we got plenty more coming up.
We do. We'll be right back.
Keep uncovering the blood that they're sucking when you finally flip and cut your wrist. I keep up with rung a piss for morally unfortunate horse the new world order is your former republicans in suffrage in the shadow of unelected powers. An army of cowards comes to rub it in with a Macy's halos hovering like the corporate incumbents in the gene pool shuffling. And how much of it's by design? How much human nature? I guess you follow the lines of where your views take you. And I admire those who only aspire to stay the course. So I became an atheist who learned to behold a pale horse. Don't attempt to take my mind away. If I get violent, just don't try it, that's all I can say. When I meditate, I'm on my way to set it straight. Picking Iran Contra as my motherfucking mantra. So don't attempt to take my mind away. Could get violent, just don't try it, that's all I can say. When I meditate, I'm on my way to set it straight. Picking Iran Contra as my motherfucking mantra. I could get locked up for something I say in this song. You'll rather just sit there bobbing your head when it comes on. No cruising news reporters, no day in court, I'll just be gone. They'll find me floating in a pond, my head not in the lawn. They'll call it a suicide. What he did is tied his hands behind his back and proceeded to drive like that from the inside of the trunk of a Cadillac out to a remote area. By the way, he was known to carry an unlicensed weapon that he kept on his person along with a private collection of counterculture perceptions and attitudes. But there were perversions other than that, including the state having concluded that he suffered from one or two of the mental delusions that we've identified as contributing to the pollution of our sterilized police state. We're recruiting the youth to be in congruence with our truth and our truth only, and he was ruining it. So he picked himself up, threw himself on the ground. But I just watch the sky ignite, no, there's nowhere left to run. I don't have the answers, baby, I am only masturbating. I am just a phantom fading away, day to day evading my fate, just to keep playing my games and staying up late. In lakes of fire, daydreaming deep into the night, awake and wired, and it's a taste acquired by those who may desire a safe environment to grow the
Lately, I've been making my own cigarettes. I got the tubes, I got a little machine, got the whole bag of tobacco, because I realized I'm spending like $350 a month on cigarettes probably. Because I smoke the good ones, you know. Now I don't. Now I smoke the bad ones. They are not good. But they're very cheap. I'm just talking about cigarettes. And, but the problem with that, too, is like now I just sit at the table all the time. I don't know if it's worth the time. It's a very difficult calculation, and I'm no economist. But it's, I sit at the table just making cigarettes all the time. And now I'm starting to think, because I'm getting pretty good at it and pretty efficient. And I'm starting to think, like, maybe I should sell cigarettes. I'm sitting there just making, you know, hundreds of these things anyways, and I'm just starting to have these thoughts of like, well, maybe I should just get packs, come up with a brand name, and then I started to realize I'll be dead in 2 hours. You try to just like start your own rogue cigarette company.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well.
I might as well just fucking build a car that runs on water, you know, or cure cancer or
air.
something.
Did you ever see that one? There was a French engineer who engineered a vehicle called the Aircat, and what it did, had like these carbon fiber tanks the whole length of the undercarriage.
Okay.
And they were because they had to make them out of carbon fiber because they were so pressurized, and this thing would go fucking, I want to say 55 miles an hour or something like that.
That's good enough.
Yeah, and it was all it was is it was just air. It was just pressurized air, and yeah, I saw this on like one of those sort of like the Learning Channel or Discovery Channel back in the day. It was profiled on one. I can't what the fuck was that show called? I can't remember now, but I watched the show all the time, and then I looked it up on Google. It was like the earlier parts of the internet, and I found it, and I found like
way back in the
like at the beginning of YouTube, you know what I mean? And I found a couple of his videos on it, and then fucking I never could find it again a couple years later. I don't know whatever happened with it.
I feel like that happened to a bunch of stuff. I swear to God, I don't know if it's a Mandela effect or what we got going on exactly, but I feel like there's a lot of videos out there from like those days of like when it was break.com and you'd, you know, when it was the early days of you and your friends sitting around and just finding weird shit and be like, oh, what was that? Or like UFOs or fucking whatever. Oh, yeah. I feel like a lot of those videos are gone where you can't find them anymore, you know?
Even through like real specific searches where it would undoubtedly come up. You know what I mean? I'm like, so a couple things.
What?
This happened a handful of weeks ago, but I forgot to mention it.
Okay.
So I was doing turtle races, right?
Yeah, Tom, for our international audience, does here locally. He hosts.
Yeah.
He puts turtles on the floor. A bunch of idiots start yelling.
Yeah.
They each have a number on them, and then
and I just make fun of people.
Eventually, somebody goes on some kind of low rent vacation to Cancun or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bullshit way to describe it, but fuck you. But it's a great time.
I've described it like 10 times. I have to keep coming up with new ways.
But I wasn't drinking that night, and a woman came up to me and she was like, "We're playing a game. Me and my friends are playing a game. We want you to play." I'm like, "Okay, yeah. What is it?" I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And so she's like, "We have to guess your age, your occupation, and your name." And I'm like, "Okay." So I go over there, and they're all drunk and fucking silly. They're like,
annoying.
Middle-aged kind of, suburban white chicks.
Mm-hmm.
And so they all, they're fucking guessing my name, whatever. None of them got that right. None of them. But the age came up, and I got annoyed because one of them.
I have a feeling you weren't too even keel about this. What happened?
One of them said 23. One of them said 28. One of them said 42, and one of them said 48. And I thought, hey, first of all, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
First of all, 3 of you can't see it all.
Yeah.
And you can at home guess which 3.
But I was like, first of all, but 48. Now I regularly get guessed, and I always have, and everyone in my family always have. We don't typically get guessed at our actual age. It's just our parents always looked younger.
And also there's a thing
but not older than my fucking age.
Whenever you meet somebody who's like, 20 years older than you, they think you're like 17.
Yeah, they automatically think you're a child.
Because also people used to look so old.
Yeah, they just withered away.
Yeah.
The last generation were some real fucking bruised peaches. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
They really were.
A lot of fucking prunes.
They were just like, unserviced airplanes, just fucking limping along.
Well, they were not gypsies, and I don't think we're supposed to say that word anymore, which I've never been clear of why that is not a word we use anymore.
Dude, I witnessed...
Because they call themselves that, and it's just always been a commonly used word, so I'll still use it.
There used to be... As everybody knows what, like, DIY houses are in the music world, right? In, like, city, a lot of cities will have these where it's not...
I'm just going to get high as shit.
Yeah. So they don't have like a license. It's just somebody has rented a space that they some of them will be set up pretty nice, and they'll have a little like bring your own booze or a little bar situation or whatever the fuck. Okay. It's like a little underground venue. So
they're awesome.
There's a Facebook page for that called DIY Chicago, and this was I didn't realize, man. It's so funny to think of now, like maybe 12 years ago, something like that. I didn't realize how like rabidly leftist and witch hunty the artist community had gotten.
Okay.
I just didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess yet.
I didn't either.
And so
I was still in that world.
Yeah, I was too.
And I really wasn't participating in that, but I sort of agreed with it.
I always thought from when I was a kid that it seemed to me that like a lot of the artsy driven people were like very open-minded, free thinking,
very accepting,
and it was like cool to
almost.
At one point, it was like cool to just say anything wrong that would freak people out or whatever, but it was all thought exercises and shit like that. You know what I mean? So,
which it should still fucking be.
Anyways, I witnessed a meltdown. This was my introduction to like the modern era of these people. Because now, if I'm at any sort of artistic gathering whatsoever, I know just like don't even get into anything.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, so I witnessed a meltdown over there was a fucking DIY space called the Gypsy House. Okay. And this dude, like,
makes sense.
It had been around.
It's a cool name.
It had been around for years. This dude decided, like, to post to this page, "Hey, the name of this place is racist, isn't it?" And it spawned like a fucking 75 billion comment meltdown of like, even I was in there just being like, I remember commenting like, when did artists become such fucking like lockstep cunts about like you're all just like a hive mind all of a sudden? The fuck, you're not artists, And again, naive.
Yeah.
But so I remember like trying to make points to these people, and I remember I looked in the yellow pages, and it's just like I searched in Chicago, and it's like, yes, 32 results for Gypsy.
Yeah.
It's in all these business names, it's in album names everywhere. It's like you can't just all of a sudden decide. Here's what happened. I witnessed thousands of people, or however many are in this group, just all of a sudden be given the opportunity to think something is a slur, and to dogpile on somebody. I ended up friends with the dudes who ran the place. I still talk to them every once in a while, and because I was just like, dude, because I liked how they responded to it. They were just like, "You're all fucking stupid.
Yeah,
this is dumb. We're not even gonna run the place anymore. Fuck all.
Intent.
We're just gonna close it. We're not changing the name. From now, you can't come here for free and fucking do cool shit. You know what I mean?
Fuck you.
Fuck off. So anyways,
good. I love that.
Yeah, but it was like thousands of people just realized, it's not a slur. There's no like, it may have been used as one at some point or has some connotation of some kind, but it's like,
but not here.
You can't reasonably say that that's an established, like there's some established negative connotation to it. But instantly, they all agreed that there was, and
it's idiotic. Yeah, the hive mind kind of mentality. It's just overtaken. It's like a psychosis. It's fucking weird, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess that was what you said 10 years ago?
Probably something like that.
Yeah, I mean, any fucking excuse to be offended at this point.
And
I don't understand it.
I remember. See,
I don't get what the addiction is. Now I don't like feeling offended.
Now you see something like that, and you just go, "Oh, they're doing it again."
Yeah.
At that time, I was like, "You're trying to reason with people, dude."
I remember.
You're like, "What is going on here? Why are all of you acting this way?"
Yeah.
I was like, that was like my first, like, kind of firsthand, in a community that I was conversing in and stuff and whatever, and even I knew a bunch of these people in person in there and stuff, and I'm just like trying to reason with them.
It's a shame.
Imagine. The naivety, like I said, it's just funny.
I mean, it's on full display now, so there's really no, going back.
Dude, that's what I mean. Now you just go like, oh, okay, one of these. Good job, everyone.
Wait, Katie, I just sent you guys a screenshot of a recent post I saw that renewed my use of the word gypsies.
Okay.
In quotes. That was a quote, so I wasn't using the word.
Tom's pretty high, but we'll try to get that up there.
I didn't get it.
Oh no! Well, where did you send it to? Probably the Facebook page. Radioville. No.
Nah. I don't see anything. No.
I think you might have to actually go to the Radioville page.
No, it would be an alert here.
Oh, it would. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, whatever. Do you want to do this thing about the dictionary?
We could do whatever your pretty little heart desires.
Why do you always say that to me? It makes me really uncomfortable. Now I don't. Now you know what? Let's just wrap it up. Okay. Look at this, guys. You know what we're doing, right?
Yeah, I don't. You never sent me any.
I sent this to you, I think.
Though. Okay.
I can't do it right now again.
That's fine. No, you can just.
I can do it right now.
You can, but you could also just.
I got it. Watch. So this is something interesting. There's going to be a new dictionary coming out. It's called the African American English Dictionary, and this is not some kind of weird joke or something.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Hold on, let me send this to Tom.
Is happening with this? What's
happening with what?
No. I'm saying with what you're talking about, a separate dictionary.
Yeah,
this doesn't make much sense to me.
It's weird because you'll see in this article, and sorry about the slowness of this.
They're just chilling. Everyone here is just
forever to do everything.
But we're all good.
There you go. Okay. So the African American English Dictionary. We're going to take a look at what we can see about this, and I figure what better media outlet to look to for a story like this than NPR. A new dictionary will document the lexicon of African American English. You want to make any guesses as to what the motivation is here, or should we just go into it?
I wouldn't even know where to. Yeah, I don't understand why you would want any. I don't. Yeah, okay.
It's weird. It immediately off the bat reads to me as kind of, another pandering sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really understand. It's to me, all of these little gestures that they make, it just separates people from. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking way off on that. But it seems to me just to create more division.
Yeah, well, now, not that there aren't plenty of black people that probably support this or something.
Oh, I'm sure.
But when it comes from the elite levels of academia and stuff, and it's the Oxford dictionary. Yeah, it does seem like there must be like old white people pandering at some level. It's got to be.
It's an attempt. I'm sure. Oh yeah, maybe. Go on.
You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's hard. So it's one of those things that's like it's hard to as a white person. You just kind of go like. So okay, is that something they wanted? Or
Was there a call for this?
Was this something? Yeah, like is this better now, or is this good, or what? I don't know.
I don't know what it would be.
And I would wonder, as a black person, if you would feel, and I'm sure, obviously, there's going to be people that feel all different ways, but I would just I pictured a reaction of kind of just like,
what?
Like it feels patronizing or something. Where it's just like, what do you mean?
What? Like, no, I speak English.
We're speaking English.
Yeah.
Like, what do you? Why do you need to constantly
single us out?
Yeah, like
about this shit.
Give us this sort of like monolithic status. But it's a confusing conversation because it's so many different angles, and like there's people that would want black culture to be a monolith and would want this recognition or whatever. They're out there, right?
Of course.
So it's
they're doing this.
Yeah,
they're the ones that are doing this.
So it's obviously very complicated, right? But I don't know. It's odd because here, let's read through some of this, and then I have another just wonderful point to make.
Okay.
Finally, let's see. Black Americans have long contributed to the ways in which the English language is used. Right, because they're people who live here, just like everyone else, right? And I mean, is this what? Is this someone we want to talk to or no?
I don't know. It's not
here. It's then pick it up. Yeah, that's okay. We got
Yellow, you're on the air with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
Hey, JT out here in New Mexico, the land of enchantment.
Oh,
love your show.
Hello there.
Okay, what's going on?
Land of enchantment sounds beautiful.
Well.
We are doing very well. So, what did you want to talk about?
About this story that we're talking about.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm now on Facebook again after
several
years off, and I'm loving the show. And so I was thinking.
Okay. He made this bit up, and we've just been playing along. He just likes to call and say, I was thinking, and we hang up. Yeah. I don't know why he's so into that. But, okay. So, let's everyone focus here. Now, from now on,
come on, focus up. If we're talking about something, don't interrupt while just doing a bit. We don't need bits in bits.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Now, when I edit this to put on YouTube,
there's
this
fucking
thing in the middle that makes no
really
sense.
Hard.
Okay, so look. All right, here's where
Good try, though.
I'm going to start this over.
Yeah, start it over.
Black Americans have long contributed to the ways in which the English language is used. And like we said, yes, because they're people who live here just like everyone else.
Of course.
And everyone is pretty much doing that all the time. And now a new research project aims to compile the first Oxford Dictionary of African American English. Finally, we will have a space that recognizes our language in a way that encompasses all the people within African American language communities, said Sonia Lanehart, a linguistics professor at the University of Arizona. And how do you know? She's just fucking no fun, probably. Dude, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I know that, but it just seems like it. Yeah. I've never even seen her, know nothing about her.
I know nothing about her.
But like, I could picture her as like 10 different ladies, but they kind of all are no fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But, okay, she says, if we look at some present words, we can think of something like woke and hip, cool, bad meaning good. Right. Bad because people are doing that all the time still.
Well, couldn't we just put that in the dictionary? Like, it's not a white dictionary, right? It's just a dictionary.
That's what's weird about
it. It's the dictionary.
This is an odd thing, right? It like seems,
This is the BET of dictionaries.
Right.
That's what they're trying to do here.
It is, right.
It's very odd.
It is. Yeah. I bet Russell Simmons is somehow behind this. Like,
yeah. It's Russell Simmons and Mos Def.
Bro, he's that powerful, bro.
Dude,
like
he's part of the Black
always
Illuminati.
think like, I know. People think I would have friends in New Orleans, like back in the day. Some of the black guys I worked with and stuff would talk like some of these guys were like fucking all powerful, like like they could get anything done, you know. And
yeah.
So maybe he could.
Maybe he did this.
Finally, we will have a space. We did that. Okay, if we look at some present words, we did that. The research project is a collaboration between Harvard University's Hutchins Center for African and African American Research and Oxford University Press, with Lanehart among the advising editors. Yeah. So I looked to. Let's see. Although there have been projects like this in the past, they will be much more expansive and inclusive of the language as opposed to some words here and there. But I don't. Here's okay. So then, how long is this thing going to be?
It's going to be like 50 pages.
If it's all right, so
if it's just like black slang in America, there's not.
Or if it's just,
there's a lot of different, but there's all kinds of slang. You know what I mean? If we're gonna make a slang, I don't know what they're talking about.
I imagine they're going back, a few hundred years.
Sure, but the things that she just mentioned and outlined, her examples here were just like, okay.
She didn't have that great of examples.
Yeah, like woke and hip.
Yeah.
Cool, bad meaning good. Yeah, those are just slang terms that were used by people.
Sure.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, see,
just because that doesn't make it's weird.
I guess I could get the idea that it's like because we've all witnessed the trend of like a lot of stuff originates in
urban sort of
black communities or mixed communities that are or urban maybe and then are slowly. It used to be slow. It used to be like
the
5-year
is
gap.
immediate now.
Yeah, like whatever black people were doing that was cool would take. When we were kids, like 5 years to get to the suburbs, and then
it wouldn't be cool anymore. But we were still doing it.
At some point, you're like at the 4th of July parade, and all the fucking suburban moms are going, "Whoop, there it is," and stuff, and then it's not good anymore. And then,
I think Arsenio Hall started it in the 90s. With
what?
Hoo.
Yeah.
And then all crowds just across the board started doing that for no reason.
That was a weird phenomenon. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, remember the crowds? Somebody would be introduced,
you would do it
and
at
they'd
school.
be like, whoo, whoo. Yeah, everyone just did that all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Arsenio's big contribution to
what a weird thing. I haven't thought about that forever.
Society.
I remember me and all my friends constly doing that at any assembly or anything.
Because we thought it was fucking cool.
Yeah, I guess we just thought that was a cool thing to do.
It was the cool thing.
That was like dabbing or something back then.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was a little too old for that.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't do that. But I was like 27. But I'm sure I did it at some point. But
every party you come in, yo, what's up, guys?
Yeah. What a weird thing that is too. Like. That I don't know. I always thought it was so fucking strange that doing that motion would elicit any reaction from anyone whatsoever. And you would see like videos of like, they would show like like it's a sports game, and like, oh, the kid knows he's on camera and he dabs, and there's like 7,000 comments like, yo, he hit the dab. Like, how did we become so fucking imbecilic ever? Like, okay,
I blame Arsenio Hall.
Back to the race stuff.
Jesus.
The etymology of a word, and the history of the word is extremely important. Yeah. So there, I could. What I was gonna say, I think, is I could understand when you've seen the history of like how there is a strong tendency for words
sort
and
of
phrases
cultural
to
appropriation in a way.
Culture.
I do kind of see that.
I could see wanting some kind of cultural credit. At some point
I can see. Okay,
I want this documented because this keeps happening.
Yeah. I guess I could see that. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
No, I could see. Yeah, that makes actually more sense.
Yeah,
when
but
we
they
think
don't
of it that
really
way.
say that, I guess, is the thing.
Yeah, they're making it seem like it's a separate language or something like that. It's like if you're talking about contribution, okay, I kind of get that. Okay.
Yeah.
This was much more confusing to me 10 seconds ago.
Okay, so she's saying, they're going to use all kinds of music, oral histories, social media. Well, no, as sources.
I see.
This is a world that's very confusing. I watched a movie one time about the guys that like first started making the first Oxford Dictionary, I think, or whatever it may have been. What's the other ones?
Webster.
Yeah.
Webster's got a nice one.
I can't remember. Yeah, that guy's got a hell of a dictionary.
Who else?
Dude, I don't know. This is one of those things when you're stoned and you put yourself on the spot. Like, I don't know any dictionaries. Why did I bring this up? But no, I watched a movie about like the process,
the vilification of.
Well, the process of like etymology is fucking crazy. I mean, the dedication to study,
I don't want
dude,
any part of that world.
Oh my god, it's all you do your entire life.
Yeah, no,
these guys. I mean, you have to. Do you know how much you have to fucking dedicate yourself to reading?
I'd feel like some fucking weirdo. Like if you were the same type of person that just goes rooting around in the woods for bottles and bones.
I haven't been doing that much lately. Ever since the chigger bites, I've been a little.
That's true. You've been a little gun shy,
a little ground shy. But yeah, so let's see. It was just to wrap this up. Dictionaries attempt to codify language. I think they say is it good?
It's both. I think.
Yeah. Okay. And what's going to be important about this and getting it right is listening to the people in terms of what they say and what it means to them.
Okay, so again, now you're starting to lose me again.
I know. What is it about this?
What people?
Yeah.
All the people? Every black person? What are you talking about? They all think the same thing, and everyone's an individual. They're all going to think something different.
Why don't you just put something on the History Channel about your contribution to English language or whatever?
This woman should just write a book.
Yeah, or something like that. It's just weird. I saw about having a whole new dictionary is weird. I don't know.
That book, if this woman just wrote it as a book, would be a New York Times bestseller for like 6 years.
Yeah, dude.
I
mean, it's an interesting topic.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But it's just an odd angle to do. Like, it's going to be the Oxford Black Dictionary. That doesn't make any sense.
So here, I bet you there's going to be a bunch of controversy with this, too, though, at some point.
Okay.
Because remember that Thomas Sowell video about the evolution of black American, what do you call it? Like, I guess American Black English or whatever, however he put it. Just basically how when black people were learning, some of them English, when they first got here and stuff, and how the whole thing developed and whatever, and the whole evolution of that. Do you remember this video? And he was talking about how so they tended to at that time associate with
this is
poorer groups of whites. I think
it was a specific. Those were the rednecks.
So basically,
redneck South.
A lot of the original black dialect in the U.S.
was actually came from Scotland.
Scottish, yeah.
A lot of it,
which
came
was
from
interesting, and I don't know. I mean, I can't say this with any total, definite certainty, but this is he made a pretty good case for it. I thought.
Well, Thomas Sowell's a black man,
and he's
South,
black,
and
so
he's
he doesn't really have any
scholar.
Yeah.
I don't really doubt a lot of what he says.
Definitely,
now, you might not agree with his politics. I know a lot of people that don't, and they think he's some sort of an Uncle Tom. They call him all kinds of shit.
Sure, a lot of people hate him.
You can't really argue with his facts.
He's
not like.
But it's going to be interesting to see where do they begin, because that's another thing is okay, if you're speaking English at all, where do you start the evolution of the word? Because I don't know, a lot of people aren't a lot of times just inventing words out of nothing. It's a twist or whatever, and
sure.
So I don't know, something about this seems weird. That's all. Doesn't it?
Right, yeah.
What do the super spreaders think?
Yeah, what do you guys think about this?
Is this one of those
dictionary? We're gonna get the worst fucking comments.
I'm weird for noticing things. I don't know. It's just
Night Connie.
Oh, everybody's leaving.
Merriam-Webster and Oxford. That's the only two. I prefer entomology. Yes. Okay. Dabbing dumb. All right. What else do we got?
What were they? Fuck! I wish I could go back and ask what people. It's just the delay, and I want to know what they were talking about in the comments a while ago. Whatever. Who cares? But yeah. So what are we doing?
I
now?
don't.
You got all kinds of shit.
All kinds of shit. We're never gonna get to all of this, so that's fine.
No.
Nearly 1 in 3 Americans say it may be soon be necessary to take up. This was a fucking alarming article to me.
Nearly 1 in 3 Americans say it may soon be necessary to take up arms against the government.
Well, yeah. Now 1 in 3.
It used to be just probably a couple thousand of us not that long ago.
Yeah.
I mean them.
Yeah. A majority of Americans say the U.S. government is corrupt, and almost a third say it may soon be necessary to take up arms against it, according to a new poll from the University of Chicago's Institute of Politics.
That sounds
2/3
credible.
of Republicans and independents say the government is corrupt and rigged against everyday people like me, according to the poll, compared to 51% of liberal voters. But that's what struck me.
Dude, it's
that's
so
still
funny.
fucking high, though.
We always talk about that, too, though, how it's when you're talking to Republicans or Democrats, it's people will agree point by point, yeah, this whole thing is fucked. But then for some reason they have some allegiance to their cult still.
It's
fucking
can't bizarre,
break
dude.
it.
It is. Yeah, but so that's. I thought. Okay, so 37% of gun owners agreed it may be necessary at some point soon for citizens to take up arms against the government. A view held by around 35% of Republicans and 35% of independents.
Here's the problem:
1 in 5 Democrats. So that's 20%.
They're each picturing the other one, though. That they're. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. Is they're all saying the same fucking thing, but they're thinking about each other.
Yeah.
They're thinking about the other person's candidates. They're fucking gonna kill us all. These guys are gonna ruin the democracy or whatever the fuck it is. And it's just weird. To me, this points to, again, media incitement, man. This is what we're looking at. If everyone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and this is from.
We are pitted against each other, my friend.
This is from Newsbreak. Is this? Are we sure this is real?
Newsbreak is a very, very trusted. This is from The Hill, Washington D.C. based independent media company that is known for their even-keeled and even and nonpartisan.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes on things. Yeah. I mean, well, they have all the sides.
So
Ryan
that's
Grimm
crazy. You know,
Robbie Soav.
It's funny how I was just thinking about this yesterday. How
Who wrote this one?
We did seem to be like on track for a civil war for a while. It's fucking so weird to look back at the past couple of years. Like at one time, cities are burning. There's fucking all the fucking people in the country are like, you better not come out here.
Yeah,
just fucking everything was going. It was right, dude. It was a powder keg that was about to
crazy.
Fucking go, man. It could have gone.
I was at one point standing on a corner with people with guns in Elmhurst.
I know.
Fucking waiting, and then there were people scouting out to riot and shit, and the whole town boarded up. It was fucking crazy, dude.
Do you know what happened in Downers Grove? Right. Okay, so they were boarding up here, dude. One window got broken, like on the north side of town, and the entire fucking town boarded everything up. People were writing minority-owned business on their fucking business.
That's right. I forgot about that shit.
It was, and then
that didn't seem to matter.
It was like being in a South Park episode, and then nothing fucking happened. Of course, you know what I mean. Not a thing happened, and the entire town fucking boarded up like a hurricane was coming, dude. It was insanity.
Yeah,
you look back.
Oh, I remember, man.
Like, dude, people were behaving in a way that
you saw it. You saw the fabric of society sort of really flex it. It was really pulling at itself at that point, man.
In large groups,
and it could have torn.
It could have gotten bad.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it did get bad in a lot of ways. But
remember
Chaz? It could have gotten a lot worse. No,
remember
those
the
things
attempt,
were all stupid.
Remember that attempt of a
there was a bunch of those. Yeah,
some sort of commune, like a communal living.
Nobody ever knows how to do anything. That everybody that tries to do that,
they like shot someone the second day they were trying it.
Every single time anybody tries that. This goes all the way back to
fucking idiots.
This goes all the way back to the 1800s. There was a town called, wait, let me think of this.
What?
New Harmony, Indiana, I think. And it was supposed to be.
Sounds like a Mr. Show fucking sketch.
No, dude, it was supposed to be a socialist utopia. Back in, let me look, and it was like a Marxist guy, who was gonna try to set it up.
All right, folks, we're gonna go digging deep right now.
Yeah, these things.
New Freeland, what was it called?
What, New Freeland?
No.
No.
New Harmonyville?
No. Yeah, was it New Harmony? I think New Harmony, Indiana. Let me see if that is right. Because this is interesting if I can...
Yeah, New Harmony, town in Indiana.
Yeah. So, see if they have the history.
Let's see. Do we have a Wikipedia? That's the one I trust. New Harmony, Indiana. Wikipedia.
Yeah,
okay.
Go,
folks.
The site of not just one, but two early American utopian communities. The Harmony Society, led by George Rapp, arrived in the United States.
Hey, I'm not reading that. I'm reading this one.
Oh, okay. I'm just setting it up. This is only a blurb. They arrived in 1804 and settled in Pennsylvania before purchasing 20,000 acres on the Wabash River and moving to Indiana. So they were
the Harmonists built a new town in the wilderness, but in 1824 they decided to sell their property and return to Pennsylvania. What is this? A utopian community renamed it New Harmony. The Owenite social experiment failed 2 years later after it began.
So, here was the problems, if I remember right. It probably says in here. But if I remember right, this situation attracted a lot of no-account layabout types.
Well, as it would.
They had a very hard time getting anybody to pull their weight, and it tended to attract people with no skills. And that
they would like to live off of someone else.
Yes, yeah. And this was even at a time where, like, even if you lived in a town, you had to fight wolves and shit. You know? And like, but still,
that's
like,
not going to go well.
The people attracted to this idea were just all pieces of shit. Like, you know,
which I've said, I've outlined this many times on the show. That people with that predilection are the ones that really want to root for that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, I just don't want to work.
I know.
It's like, okay.
Hold on. Does it say what happened? Okay. I
got some shit in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. History. Accomplishments. Well, what about...
Okay. Visitors to Harmony commented on the commercial industrial work being done in this religious settlement. It seemed as though I found myself in the midst of Germany, noted one visitor. Now, that sounds like a compliment, right?
What page?
You're on the Wikipedia. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to find it, because I know I read this at some point years ago, and at some point it just talks about why it failed. Well, maybe at the end. Let's see.
All right.
Whatever.
West Street Log Cabins, Einer Cabin, and the Potter Cabin. Wow, this is interesting, guys.
Sorry. Hold on. It started out good.
I know.
Let's see.
Under the preliminary construction, members would provide their own household goods and invest their capital and interest in an enterprise that would promote independence and social equality. Members would render services to the community in exchange for credit at the town's store, but those who did not want to work could purchase credit at the store with cash payments made in advance. In addition, the town would be governed by a committee of 4 members chosen by the Owen and chosen by
So it's
Owen
supposed to
and
be
the
like
community.
a little communal, like closed economy kind of thing, and I don't know why people have the idea that leads to utopia. Like, I don't get it.
Here's what went wrong. A number of factors that led to an early breakup of the socialist community had already begun. Members grumbled about inequality in credits between workers and non-workers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. No shit.
Because some people
are
don't
doing
work
something
as hard as others. That's why this thing we're doing makes way more sense.
Yeah, that's why this shitty system that we're in makes fucking more sense.
Well, it's not even a system. It's just
it's just the
survival
reality
is hard. Yeah, it's just.
In addition, the town soon became overcrowded, lacked sufficient housing, and was unable to produce enough to become self-sufficient, although they still had high hopes for the future. Owen spent only a few months at New Harmony, where the shortage of skilled craftsmen and laborers, along with inadequate and inexperienced supervision and management, contributed to his eventual failure. Sounds like a utopia of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. But why is what a fucking lame, uncreative idea of utopia to you. Like, your idea of heaven is everything is just fair. That's all you want is like we all have the same. What?
Yeah. Awesome.
Why is that heaven?
I gotta go.
Why is that heaven to you? I don't understand.
Everyone's just at the bottom level.
As long as everyone has exactly the same amount of everything, I'll be happy.
But it's the same amount of
nothing and no motivation to create. Yeah.
We'll all have just as much nothing. That's better. At least we don't have to look at Jerry's Porsche anymore.
What an ultimately fucking childish viewpoint, though, is like
it's so fucking
stupid.
Dude.
People who have like a compassionate will to want there to be a safety net, whatever. That's a different thing. But like when it's literally your idea of utopia is that everything equality of outcome, no matter what, it's such a fucking strange thing.
Well, it's also flawed in example,
and it's
after example. It never has worked, so it doesesn't. I mean, people
say it's a good idea on paper, but I think any economist would tell you, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not even that,
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and so,
what?
It just strikes me as like so childish at a certain point to be like this, like, well, like everything has to be fair. Like fair is not a thing that any adult should be really worried about.
No,
you know what I mean?
It just doesn't happen. It's not real.
It's not real. Yeah,
you're always going to have an advantage. Some people are beautiful. Some people are, you know what I mean, super strong.
Yeah.
Some people are fucking tall as shit. Like you have advantages, you have disadvantages. It just happens.
The ultimate,
you can't even it out.
The ultimate too. Like wasn't Karl Marx like the king of their side of this conversation? Wasn't he just like the ultimate, like never took care of himself, leached off people,
he
just lived like a fucking child his entire life?
100%.
So I mean, it stands to reason, I suppose. But anyways, whatever. So
wait. What, Connie? Is it true that our president signed an executive order for digital currency this week? I don't know, but I'm not that worried about it because
this society's crumbling anyways. It doesn't matter.
If they do though, nobody gives a fuck about the American central. Like, I'm gonna buy into this now. No, there's other crypto. If they're gonna do that, well then you legitimize crypto to me. Unless they try to like overregulate them and try, but I don't know how they could do that. It's decentralized. There's no one to regulate. It's a blockchain technology. So I don't see that going anywhere. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be. This is like, to me, this is a desperate attempt at like a control, like a structure that is seeing its own like demise. You know what I mean? It's sort of not a death throw yet, but you know what I'm saying though. That's what it seems like to me. This is
kind of.
a display of like, oh shit, well we better join them. Like they don't join, they control. You know what I mean? It's like if we can't beat them, join them kind of thing that I'm seeing, and I'm like, okay, well then they, I don't know, maybe. So I'm not that worried about it.
Well, you do have some of that, but but they also probably would prefer that all financial matters remain centralized,
completely.
And easily manipulated.
That's what I'm saying though. Yeah, it's not gonna work though.
Speaking of which, you saw the Fed raised their
interest rates
again, which I guess is I see things like this once in a while, and I just go like, God, when I assumed at some point in my life I would just get to an age where I just knew what stuff like that meant. Like, how does it know? Like I remember when I was a kid, and
it's fucking complicated.
See the adults sitting around, and all they had was newspapers, and they were talking about all kinds of shit like this, and they seemed to understand it. And I just can't make myself just like sit down and know what that means because it has something to do.
It's impossible.
It has something to do with the banks, the money banks loan each other. Also, I guess I'm reading about it earlier. And I'm just like, I can't make myself give a shit. All I see is secret men who are also pedophiles ruin money. Yeah, that's like all I see. So,
that's about.
I know that's probably what's going on.
Oh, check this out.
Secret reptilian pedophiles ruin money yet again.
Ruin society. Dude, check this out. I think you'll get a kick out of this one.
What?
Remember we were talking about nurses earlier?
When weren't we? Boy.
So I came across this. Check this out. 18 serial killer nurses who murdered their patients.
Oh, okay. A good old-fashioned list.
Yes. Let's see who this is.
Let's see. This better not be some idiot.
All right. Jesus. Hello. You're on with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
Yes. Hello. This is a secret reptilian. I just wanted to say that you shouldn't start speaking so secretly about our secret plans.
All right. Well.
Yes.
I'm not going to respect that because your tone denotes a non-aristocratic
and you know what?
Station.
This is actually no reptilian dialect that I'm familiar with.
I'm not sure. Where did you go to school?
I've heard the telescopes sending signals all throughout the space and cosmos. I'm a reptilian with a long forked tongue. Just stop talking shit about us.
All right, hold on, reptilian. Right, we have somebody else coming in. Hold on one second. Do this? Yeah. Hello, you're on with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
We were just talking to a lizard. Hello?
Fuck that last caller. He sucked.
Okay. Well, who's this?
What's happening? What do you got?
This is Dr. Tribeca.
Oh.
Okay, what are
you a doctor of?
Why does everyone have to do a thing today? Why is this like, you guys, why don't you start your own shows if you're so desperate to do characters and shit all the time?
Or tell us you're going to so we could set something up and know what we're doing.
Be like us because trust me, once you put a little effort into it, people will stop supporting you.
That's
trust
a good
me.
Point.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Tribeca, what are you a doctor of, sir?
Kind of all things.
Oh my God. Okay, that's
and then did he just hang up?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think the previous caller hung up. So, he was sick of being on hold.
I'm a couple weeks late on this, but did you guys talk about the Georgia Guidestones being blown up?
Oh my God! So much did we talk about that? It's on YouTube. Okay. We spent like fucking an hour.
Here's my other. I wanted to. You guys should get a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Okay.
Good advice from the good doctor. All right, thank you, Dr. Tribeca.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
You know,
what were we talking about?
This is what happens. See, they don't understand. It's like everybody wants to call and do their thing and interrupt everything, and then we try to set something up. Hey, why don't you guys call and let us know about this? And they're just silent. No, I'll fucking. Oh, hey, wait, let me do. This is my butler character. Check this out. Hello, like shut up, assholes.
Yeah. Yeah. The fuck are you doing?
Okay, look, we were doing.
Right. We're about to show you some.
We're doing the Civil War stuff, and then
we're doing 18 serial killers, nurses who murdered their patients.
Okay,
I found these quite heinous.
Oh yeah,
to be honest. Oh yeah. Let's look at let's take a look at Niles Hogel.
May have killed more than 90 patients.
90 fucking patients.
What is it? His last name fits his face perfectly.
Yeah.
He just looks like
he
a
looks
total
like a hogle. Yeah, he fucking does.
Yeah.
His eyes and his mouth. Yeah, you're right. A new indictment. Okay, so this is 1999 and 2005. He attempted murders. How did he do it?
I don't know.
He's known to have worked due to lack of. What the fuck? Okay, well, let's go on with that.
Well, hopefully
she killed
this next
400
one isn't written
infants.
by the same people.
Okay, Amelia Dyer killed
an estimated 400 infants.
Yeah,
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
How do you get away with that type of thing? You would think, I mean, I understand old people, you can hide it a lot easier. You're killing infants. People tend to get a little up in arms, Believe me.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Amelia Dyer is one of the most notorious serial killers in history, although she was only convicted of 12 deaths only. Evidence suggests her true body count was at least 400. Her crimes took place during a 20-year span in the late 1800s, and all of her victims were babies. Wow.
So, okay, they're not going into any helpful
Wait,
detail.
Dyer was a trained nurse who turned to baby farming to make money.
Yeah, man.
Wait, what?
That happened a lot back then.
What's baby farming?
Oh, man.
What?
You never been to a baby farm?
Yeah, what are these, Cabbage Patch?
Here's the thing. It's hard work, but you get what you put in. You get
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
it what you put into it. And,
Yeah, semen?
No, you didn't have to say that.
I'm saying that's how you start a baby farm.
Well, it seemed like you did. Yeah, but no. Oh, okay. I thought you meant semen in the
No.
babies.
See, well,
Okay.
that's your brain is doing a thing.
Yeah,
and that
I was
shouldn't.
like, we were obviously you would think that, but you didn't have to say it. That was me admonishing you.
Oh,
Like, all right. What is this?
Yeah.
Hey, Tom and Vinny, this is May Oral.
Oh, come on.
Critchlow and Two South Journal. Listen up.
Okay.
What do you got?
Vinny has the goddamn best baby farm, dude. He doesn't tell anybody where it is, but I am privy to this. And
Okay.
If you vote for me, I will tell you where it's at. You can pluck your babies left and right.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
All right, thanks.
Vote for Andrew Critchlow, and he'll give you the map to the baby farm.
What he's talking about?
The coordinates, the exact coordinates.
All right. All right. So, what he's talking about is I have a tiny farm. And they call them baby farms. I have a little desktop farm with a UV
terrarium.
light, and I grow tiny little
a Midwest
plants.
terrarium. Yeah, it's little corn.
Yeah, little tiny. If you're just like, you're not gonna get like full off of my farm, but you could have a tiny little nibble here and there.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's why I go to your place.
I got like tiny little cabbage,
rutabagas.
Yeah,
a couple rutabagas here and there. Now
Carrots.
she was farming babies and killing them.
Yeah, she was doing that. That was that's a different type of baby farm. So no, but a lot of people, dude, it's insane.
Okay, wait, we got calls coming in. We just missed Darcy.
Okay. All right, sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'd like to throw my hat in to the ring of mayor for radio.
Mayoral candidate, huh?
This is not how you do it.
Yeah, you have to make a video.
He's doing this on purpose. Get rid of him. All right, I know what he's doing. He's doing everything we hate when people do.
Yeah.
And so he's going to keep doing it. Just get rid of him. Okay. If Darcy calls, she can get through. That's fine. Everybody, I knew this would happen eventually. We do like to hear from you guys, and this is funny. And
We
everything.
do, and it's fun.
But it's kind of, I don't know. Sometimes it just really. It's like, can you also do good calls?
This
too?
guy-
Like,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
Also,
yeah.
throw some shit in that actually fucking makes sense and helps us out once in a while. Don't only do this.
All right, this guy looks like a killer nurse. If he's a nurse, he's got the fingers of a murderer. 131.
Okay,
All right,
no,
well, wait,
but
what
the
time
thing,
is it?
idiots keep interrupting me. I was trying to say about the baby farming and all that kind of shit back there.
Yeah.
Go back to that lady because what it was yeah, this is probably going to be Darcy talking about this thing we just saw the other day about this.
Let me see here. It is.
Okay.
Hello, Darcy. You're on the air.
Hi.
Are you going to talk
Hi,
about?
I was calling about information about that woman and the baby farm because I actually know about it.
Oh,
okay.
all right.
Lay it on us.
Yes.
Okay, baby farming back in the day was orphans or women who couldn't care for their babies would drop them off with this lady and give her money. And instead of using that money to take care of the babies, she would just murder them and pocket the money.
Oh, fuck.
And the only reason she got caught is because she was dumping them in the river, and they were known as the butterbox babies because she put them in butter boxes.
Dude, fucking vicious bitch. Holy shit.
Yeah. And there was like no oversight. No, everyone thought she was just doing a community service, but it was all for cash.
Damn. Okay, I'm reading right now. Terminate the babies within days by drugging them with opium-based substances or smothering them. Yeah, heartless bitch, man. I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, she's not the only one. That happened all over. And there was a whole. They found all these bodies in Ireland.
I think Melissa Etheridge wrote a song about her.
And you know what else? Her coffee was murder. couldn't make a pot to save her life.
Or to save a baby's life.
Yeah, no, so back then it's crazy how many people there were like this. Darcy, weren't we just watching something the other day, too, that had to do with somebody just stealing kids all the time? I think it was an Unsolved Mysteries.
There was it was an orphanage that was just stealing children and then
constantly
and then like selling them to people
because they would have wealthy people that are like the stories we've heard a million times. Wealthy people that are looking for
a specific child.
Yeah.
So they just started kidnapping.
So back in the 50s, you could just pull up in a nice car and just be like, "Hey, get in." Nobody knew that wasn't good yet, and so like
you drive 50 miles away and no one ever found you.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't even take them very far. And
people used to leave their families and start another family like
2 towns over.
Yeah.
I know.
And just that was it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here I am.
The good old days.
No, but so this lady, I don't remember her name and whatever, but the whole story, and I think they were looking for her, obviously, or whatever. But the lady that ran the orphanage would personally do the abductions, like driving around in like a
ballsy. Like she wear like a fucking Dalmatian coat.
She would have a drive her around.
Yeah. So in the recreations, she did have that like Cruella de Vil kind of look. It was hilarious. And Unsolved Mysteries is awesome, because their recreations will range from like halfway reasonable for the era
to just absurd,
to just outlandish. And this was one where they made her like she's riding around in a limo with like a fur coat and stuff and going like, "Hey, come here," and just at a playground and the kids go like, "Okay." Which
they're wearing fucking wooden shoes or whatever the fuck they wore back then, or leather.
Yeah,
soled.
They did. They just had solid wooden and
just a block.
Back then, a lot of cement shoes too. You remember that whole?
Yeah,
thing?
They sleeping with the fishes.
Hey,
with this
I don't want
to. The butterbox babies.
All right, I'm gonna go now.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the call, Miss.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Well, we're at like 3 hours now, folks. We had some other shit to get. Yeah, we're like literally at 3 hours. We can actually stop at 3 hours this week.
Do we want to? Yeah. I don't know. There wasn't anything else that important. There was there was that Chinese thing.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Did you want to mention that real quick? I mean, it's pretty funny.
That's a pretty fucking insane one.
There was a black family in California, real quick. I just thought it was cool. You guys can look the story up for yourself. I think it was California. I can't remember. I'd have to pull up the article. But it was somebody who, a long time ago, had bought beachfront property in hopes of reserving a place for black people to go and not be fucking harassed and whatever. So land was eventually taken by eminent domain. And, I think this was back in like 1915. And finally this week.
I saw this.
They got the land back, their ancestors.
Yeah.
Now that was a cool story.
Yeah, that I like. That's awesome. That's... Okay.
Why do you say it like?
Well, because we were just talking about like that. Well, that's a good story. That's like a good positive fucking story.
Yeah, no. So that was cool, but whatever. You guys will have to go look that up if you're watching now, and that sounds interesting because we don't really have time to get into all of it. But
this I found fucking interesting.
But eminent domain is another thing.
That's crazy.
Maybe we'll bring that story up next week because it's whatever.
We could go back.
Eminent domain is something is just a fucking evil thing.
Yeah. It was insane. It
still is.
Yeah.
That's the trout farm down in all my stories that I tell when I spin a yarn once in a while, and the kid is always running past the old trout farm.
Yeah,
that was a real place, and that trout farm was taken through eminent domain because it's fucking close to the forest preserve, and they claim they were
just like, it's ours,
dude. They took it in like 25 years ago, and have done nothing with the land. It's just sitting there abandoned and rotten.
Yeah, because it's not yours.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ours.
Right.
We don't have to do shit. It's like, what?
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's idiotic. Okay, so this I found fucking interesting though. Prepare to be alarmed, folks. CNN exclusive. FBI investigation determines Chinese-made Huawei equipment could disrupt U.S. nuclear arsenal communication.
I don't know how you say that, but I had
dun,
one.
Dun, dun. I did too.
I had a
Huawei
phone made by them. Yeah,
it was a good phone.
I liked it.
I did too.
Yeah, I looked for
liked
them
a lot
recently
actually
and couldn't find them.
No. Okay, so on paper, it looked like a fantastic deal. In 2017, the Chinese government was offering to spend $100 million to build an ornate Chinese garden at the National Arboretum in Washington, D.C., complete with temples, pavilions, and a 70-foot white pagoda.
And again, talk about like cultural pandering and all kinds of weird government grants and whatever the fuck, but it's like, why do we need that? I mean, I don't even understand. And especially in 2017, go to China on your phone. You don't fucking need this. Like, it's not the fucking Columbian Exposition.
No, it's just some fucking little monument. It's silly. But whatever. Okay, so then 70-foot. The project thrilled local officials who hoped it would attract thousands of what the fuck. Now I have to go to this. God damn it.
Internet
really
sucks
goaded
now.
me in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when U.S. counterintelligence officials began digging into the details, they found numerous red flags. The pagoda, they noted.
So yeah, sorry, I just want.
Yeah, would have been strategically placed on one of the highest points in Washington D.C., just 2 miles from the U.S. Capitol, a perfect spot for signals intelligence collection. Multiple sources familiar with the episode told CNN.
So basically, just for anyone that didn't kind of catch it, because we kind of said it weird, what happened is they did a whole like cultural display and whatever the fuck, and they hid
for $100 million.
They hid technology within it that could supposedly disable our nuclear capabilities.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Which who knows if that's I don't know.
Well,
there's also at this level too. There's sometimes like they'll just be claiming stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
you
to
know
get some other fucking thing passed through that they need more defense spending and shit.
Not too long ago, a few years back,
true.
5-6 years ago, I think, in the South China Sea, China claimed to have seized a U.S. spy drone. And the U.S. was like, no such thing. We don't have that. No way. We would never. And they claimed it was like, oh, no, we're gathering weather information.
Yeah. I remember all that.
And
it's a constant fucking back and forth.
But you never know what the fuck is actually true. There's no way.
Yeah, it's all propaganda, let's be honest.
Sure.
Also alarming was the Chinese officials wanted to build a pagoda with materials shipped to the U.S. in diplomatic pouches, which U.S. customs officials are barred from examining, the sources said. Federal officials quietly killed the project before construction was underway. The Wall Street Journal first reported, oh, I thought this was actually built, you fucking losers.
Oh, no. Is this a bustaroo?
Oh. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, we'll finish with something stronger. How about that Uber death?
Oh, all right. That's
I don't know why. Does this go out on like a... Nah, yeah. That's no fun, right?
Well, it just brings up something for me that's...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, so it's an interesting event.
Yeah.
That took place was this guy got kicked out of an Uber. Was he drunk? Was that the whole thing? He was like,
I don't. Yeah, I think it was him and a bunch of friends. Let me see here if I can fucking find this thing. It was him and a bunch of friends that had gone out. They were drinking, and then they were kicked out of their Uber, their Lyft. Here we go. They were kicked out of their Lyft. Dewey Beach, Delaware. Let's just see here. Okay. Dewey Beach, Delaware. A Maryland man has died after police say his Lyft driver ordered him out of the car in the middle of a Delaware highway. Delaware State Police say the crash occurred Sunday around 2 a.m. A group of 6 friends ordered a Lyft ride from Dewey Beach back to their residence in Bethany Beach. The group was traveling south on US 1 when a dispute arose with the Lyft driver. Police say the Lyft driver stopped in the left lane of the highway and demanded the group get out of the car. A 43-year-old man from Clarksburg got out of the car on the right side and was struck by a passing Toyota Corolla. I don't know why you had to add that because that makes it funny. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
You think it's funny because it's a Corolla?
I don't know.
There's a lot of them still on the road, buddy. That's you know what?
But it's a funny car name. It's like a good comedic car name,
right? Yeah,
and they didn't have to include it. That's what I'm saying.
Bounciness. And
yeah, they didn't have to
extra
like
syllables.
It was like it looked like he'd been hit by a Toyota Corolla. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's way better than a Honda Accord.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds
That's
sillier.
Who cares? Yeah. So anyway.
You're right. So let's appreciate that.
No other injuries were reported. Now I fucking took exception with this because just over a year ago, or a little more, but I knew a guy, one of my fucking friends, this happened to. He left a work party. He was not a drinker. He was one of the best people I've ever fucking met, to be honest. And he got really drunk because he doesn't really drink that much. He got super drunk, and I think he puked in this Uber. And this guy freaked out and kicked him out on the fucking highway, and he got hit by a goddamn semi, dude. And he's fucking dead. So
yeah,
this needs to stop. What is happening here? Why are these?
This one sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like if somebody just accidentally got too drunk and they accidentally puked, it's like you don't kick them out in a dangerous place.
No.
Now, if they're somehow threatening you, fuck them, sure.
I mean, if it's like a physical fight.
Yeah, right. That would be me. Like if.
But still, pull over to the right. You don't pull over in the left lane, you're gonna get fucking hit.
I would do it to some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could definitely get me mad enough to kick you out.
On the
fucking
left
cut
side.
the motherfucker.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I probably am guilty.
I did that to one of my sister's friends when I was like 16 because I thought he was making fun of the music I was listening to. I don't know if he even was.
Petty offense.
I know. Yeah. And
Jesus Christ.
I didn't actually kick him out, but I pulled to the side of the road really fast and was like,
"Fuck out if you
hey,
don't." Yeah,
we're gonna have a fucking problem with this or whatever." I don't even remember what I actually said. I was like, "You have to fucking walk."
All right.
But no, you could definitely get me mad enough to do this. But anyways, I would think that, and here's my adult perspective on this.
What do you got?
I would think that there could be some legal issues with the corporation.
Yeah, you would think so, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
So.
Yeah, something else I don't really know about.
I don't know the legalities of driving, like what's on an individual, what's on a fucking. But regardless, hey, fucking Uber and Lyft drivers, quit kicking people out on the fucking highway, dude.
I've been with you.
They're gonna die, you motherfuckers.
I have been with you a few times where I was worried something like that was gonna happen to us.
What do you mean?
Just because
Explain.
you like being really drunk. There's been a few times where you've started to get on the edge of unruly and
in like a Uber. Yeah. Tom, I'm fucking infamous.
Tom would make me nervous sometimes.
Well,
and it would be.
I don't know how to help that. I don't understand why that even is.
We would get into an Uber car or whatever. It would be fucking wasted, And this is after probably, exaggeration. Who knows, 10 or more drinks, And so we would get in, dude, and I would see him. For some reason, the instant we would get in the back seat, he would have this look of just utter volatility on his face. Do you remember? I don't know why you would do this, but you fucking hated our driver before you knew anything about him half the time. He would get in and just be like, and I would feel it. I would just feel it building over there, and I would be desperately trying to steer the conversation somewhere friendly.
I just want to be antagonistic. I know it's so fucking weird. Yeah, everything is a little sharp. Dude. I don't fucking know.
And I would be on fucking pins and needles the entire time, just like, all right, can we just like?
Dude, there's been several times that I've gotten.
Did we ever actually get kicked out of one? We must have at some point. It's hard to remember all the weird shit that was.
I've been kicked out of a lot.
Last year we fucking
a lot.
We did a lot of stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of long days of just insanity. I was watching a video, like I was telling you a couple days ago, of like some 11-year-old kids fucking around with a gas can, lighting stuff on fire in the backyard and stuff, and it got out of hand, and the gas can lit up on fire, and then the fence was on fire, and I'm literally thinking they're 11-year-old kids. Me and you did that exact same thing last year. So that's the kind of shit that was going on.
We've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, it sure has, and I really gotta ask that you refrain from all the pet names.
It's just how I talk, brother.
But no, it would be until
I don't know. Okay, so I guess I'll address that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've always just I don't know what the fuck it is.
I'll address that like you're like in some kind of legal proceeding. Like,
hold on. I've always had a fucking weird aversion to service people. No.
The help. No, I don't know. No, it was very specific.
It's driver. It was cab drivers before Uber.
I've never seen you be like that to a bartender.
I'm like jovial and like joking and ta-da-dee-da.
Right, but for some reason he gets in the back seat of a car and he just
hurry up. No, dude, go this way. And like I'm like fucking immediately like just ordering him. I don't know what it is, but
you have no idea how uncomfortable I would be.
Yeah. Well, it happens. And on that note,
hold on, I think somebody's trying to call us. Hold on. Hello?
No idea how uncomfortable I would be. Hello?
First of all, you're listening to the show. We can hear it. Why don't you just call the show? Were you calling the show?
I tried calling the show.
All right, call the show. We'll take one more call and then
One more call and then we're done.
One more call and we're done. Call the show. All right, Jesus Christ. And you can't even turn. Okay, this is awesome. This is how we're gonna end it.
Hey, folks, just a side note. We received a call after we had stopped live streaming the other day, like after, and he just talked for a while. Yeah,
it was Eric Paddock called us after the show.
Yeah, and we're like, hey man,
what are you guys doing?
He just wanted to.
I don't know. We're just sitting here.
Hello, you're on.
Turn down whatever the fuck you're. Oh my God.
Now we got another one calling.
Hello? Who's that?
0615. Hello?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, what's going on,
ahead.
man?
All right. So, speaking of, unnecessary fuckery.
Yeah.
This might have been necessary, but Vinny, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when we walked into that house party one time, and these guys started getting real smart with us? And the guy was like, "What the fuck is your problem?" He just walked up to him and smacks his fucking glasses straight off his fucking face.
No, what happened is the guy goes like, I just wasn't going along with whatever he wanted me to say because I just can't,
Yeah,
and
no, I know
whatever
that
he
feeling.
had,
Like,
whatever
he
it
thought
was.
Was he a cab driver?
Intimidating enough to scare you. And he was like, "Fuck you."
No, he did like a thing where he was like, "Hey, duh,"
trying to
and
impress his friends.
tapped the side of my head.
Oh.
And so I just fucking
What?
reached back Rick James style and
Yeah.
slapped this dude across the face. By the way, we didn't know anybody at this party.
Yes.
It's just me and Paul. And so
Yes.
I just slapped this dude. The glasses fucking flew off his face. Everything. It was like movie-like. It was fucking hilarious.
And his friends were like, "Why did you hit him? Why did you hit him?"
No. But then he had friends that wanted to
throw down.
that wanted to beat my ass. But they came in and I was just standing there. I was like, well, okay, I don't know what you guys want to do about this because he came up and hit me in the head. I don't know this guy, so I slapped him. As far as I'm concerned, we're even. No, because there's fucking there's 5 dudes.
Yeah,
that's
a tough call.
Yeah, dude.
That's a tough order. That's a tall order.
The greatest thing about that guy, so that guy was a total asshole, and he was of course, the drunkest person there, annoying everyone. I remember, and
love it.
He he tapped me in the head and I slapped him like that, whatever. And then it was like when you're young enough for something like that to happen, and then you just all end up partying together anyways.
Oh, that happened.
And so we stayed there.
Yeah.
So we
That's
stayed.
hilarious.
We're there for hours, and I remember the night ending with that guy that I slapped getting too drunk, getting kicked out, and his mom came and picked him up. We were 25, right? His mom comes and picks him up,
smacking the shit out
and
of
she
him,
starts
getting him in the
smacking him
car.
out in the front yard and loading him in the car
hilarious.
and fucking beating him up and stuff. And that guy was.
That guy lost the night.
He was a gem.
Yeah, what a cunt.
Anyways, was that the whole?
That is great.
All right, so yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the call. Hey, now that's a call, guys. That
I had a couple other
is
things.
a call.
Well, what else
they
you
left
got?
Me.
What else you got? That's it.
I don't know. Fucking light a spark here.
All right, we're good.
Let's just. You know what? We're gonna go take a break. We'll just leave it to Paul and.
Yeah. There you go.
You guys.
All right, it's my show now.
All right, Paul's show. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Go ahead,
Let's
Paul.
have a tickle fight. Let's tickle each other.
Okay, he hung up. I was actually just gonna let him do that for as long as he wanted.
Oh, did he hang up?
Yeah, he hung up. So.
All right, folks. That is going to be it. We're at 3:15, anyways. Woo! That one did not go where I thought it was going to go. That was just all over the fucking board. I guess that is what I should expect by now.
It happens.
I like it.
Fine.
No, I like it, but it just I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm saying it just was not.
We were a little low on impressions. I feel like
we
really
didn't do a lot of voices.
We didn't do a lot of voices. We did zero acting.
None. I mean, this whole time, acting like I like you.
I was acting like I was telling the truth.
We were just acting about the cab driver fury thing also.
No, it was weird, but that was in a period where we were just doing a lot of angry drunk stuff, So, yeah.
But that's always been a thing. So
now Tom's real even keeled.
I've become even keeled Tom.
Yeah, he's
and it's nice.
He hasn't even keeled one in a while. Okay.
All right, guys. Boo from Andrew Critchlow. All right. Whatever, gentlemen. I think that's going to do it for the episode. We'll see you back here next Wednesday.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to do my thing.
Oh, yeah, you could do whatever you want.